The Newport Gulls got back to their winning ways last night in a 10-2 win over the Bristol Blues. I'm Harry Tidgewell, and we welcome you to Cardines Field for some day game action between the Danbury Westerners and the Newport Gulls. Can the Gulls keep on rolling? We're going to break down today's action on the NECBL broadcast pregame show, starting right now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the NECBL pregame show on the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Carter Holubesco, joined by Devin Zyrus. Devin, let's talk about yesterday's game. 6 RBIs, what was clicking for you in the box?
Yeah, I mean, I came up in a lot of big spots, so just trying to do what I can for the team. Bases loaded, I think, a couple times. Just trying to do my job, put the ball in play somewhere hard, and try to score as many runs as possible for the team.
Absolutely, and you've been doing that all season. Your timely hitting is appreciated by the NECBL as you've been selected as an all-star starter. What does that selection mean to you?
It means a lot, honestly. I'm super excited. I'm grateful for the coaches to select me and being able to have the season that I've had so far. I've just been trying to do the little things right, and so far it's been going well for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the summer can't last forever. Once this is over, you'll be going to Coastal Carolina. What's your big takeaway this summer?
Yeah, I mean, I think just being around guys who are really good and understanding kind of what they do and their process, it's taught me a lot. So going into Coastal, just kind of being able to handle the day-by-day things and, learning from the best, be able to play with some great players in a great stadium. So I'm super excited for that.
Absolutely. Iron sharpens iron. Thank you, Devin. And we'll have more with the pregame show after this.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. Moment I gotta keep going. I'm shaking the dice and I'm kicking and rolling. They already know.
Wrapping up on the NECBL broadcast pregame show alongside Colby Wallace, who has done a little bit of hitting and pitching for the Gulls so far this year. You were on the mound out of the bullpen yesterday in that big win for the Gulls. And what was it like to be back out there?
Yeah, it's fun. It's always fun to go out there and pitch and be in control of the game.
Having to play on both sides, obviously, is quite the challenge, especially at such a high level. How do you go about just keeping your body healthy and prepared to play on both sides?
Yeah, I just always got to prepare my arm the same way every day. I got to treat it like I'm going to throw every day to keep my arm healthy.
We'll see if the Gulls can extend the win streak to 2 in just a little bit. First pitch between the Westerners and Gulls is set for 2 o'clock on NECBL+. We'll see you in a little bit.
Most people spend their time trying to fit in. Not me. I want to be all in. I want to be in too deep, in the moment, in the center of it all, in the room where it happens. In it to make a difference every single moment of every single day. So grit your teeth and smile. Be ready to take on adversity. Be ready to transform the world. Ready for whatever life has in store. So, you in?
Not your typical NECBL Tuesday night. Instead, it's an early afternoon baseball showdown between the Danbury Westerners and the Newport Gulls. And as we come down the stretch of the regular season, some playoff implications on the line. Westerners on the outside looking in, and the Gulls trying to secure high seeding and some home field advantage at that. We thank you for joining us on NECBL+ alongside Carter Holubesco and Luca Mucciardi. I'm Harry Tidgewell, and we're in for a good one today. The only game across the entire NECBL on this fine Tuesday evening. We got some rain heading into the area a little bit later, but hopefully we're able to squeeze in all of this 7-inning contest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting a fun one. It seems like every time these two teams meet up, you're just destined for the long ball. It's two teams that love to hit home runs and a ballpark where I think everybody kind of knows the ball can really fly out here in Newport. So should be a fun 7-inning contest we have between two playoff potentials here tonight.
Danbury, this is really a must-win game at this point, trying to sneak their way into the playoffs. A win tonight would be huge for those hopes. What are the keys for the Westerners to stay in the win column?
Yeah, Danbury currently a half game back to get into a playoff position, but they've won their last 2, and it's really been the come-from-behind victories that they have had recently. So I think my key today is not falling behind early, trying to get that early lead and playing from ahead, giving your starter tonight that chance to really work with a little bit of insurance in the early innings, especially with how quick this game is going to be. Potentially not going to have a lot of time to work yourself back in if you dig yourself into a hole.
It gets late early, to say the least, especially in a game like this. Carter, Newport put together a complete game last night, and that 10-2 win over the Bristol Blues, everything just seemed to be clicking, and a win tonight would help them secure towards the top of the NECBL standings. The last thing you want to do is have to be on the road for all 3 rounds of postseason play. So Newport trying to stick to the winning ways. What are the keys?
I think you just really got to be able to keep it rolling. It's got to, you put together a complete game yesterday, as you said. The bats were booming, the pitchers were throwing flames. I think you just got to be able to keep going that direction.
Well, we'll send you down on the field and take a look at today's starting pitcher, Kyler Zager out of Oklahoma State, making his 8th appearance, first start on the season, a 4.73 ERA, 19 Ks to 8 walks, and a .234 batting average against. We'll see how the typical bullpen arm fares in the starting role, and a quick look at the Danbury Westerners starting lineup. Luca, take it away.
Kyle Garbowski leads things off. Aiden Stern, Gavin Donahue batting third. Ryan Prezano will clean things up. And then it's Ronan Donahue, Jack Ludy, Jack Edmonds, Sam Gettinger, the backstop, will bat 8th, and Ryan Martin will round out the order for the Westerners tonight.
Well, Kyle Garbowski, the Danbury All-Star, set to lead things off. First pitch, in on the outside for strike 1. A windy day, a lot of clouds in the sky, but not too cold. 75 degrees. Great day for baseball at the current moment. We'll see if that holds on. Second pitch in at the knees, so Zager works ahead quickly. No balls, 2 strikes.
It's a sneaky good day to wear a suit as well. I'm not burning up over here. It's nice.
The 0-2 off the outside for ball 1.
I was going to say, I commend you guys for the attire. I did it my first time I came here. I said I have to pay respects to to what we do out here and what you guys do out here in Newport, but it's got to get brutal during some of those nights.
Did he go around? No, he didn't. Tried to fool him with the breaking ball down low. Yeah, there are sometimes when it's a
some hot ones.
Scorcher, like 90 degrees or so, and the breeze just isn't quite there. Can get a little hot, but on a day like today, we're not complaining. The 2-2 misses inside, so after working ahead, no balls and 2 strikes, 3 straight misses from Kyler Zager, and the count runs full against Kyle Garbowski.
And this is the reason this guy was an all-star for Danbury this year, what he provides at the top of the order.
Full count pitch, and completely discombobulated him with that one on the low and away part of the zone. Picks up the first out of the ball game as he sends down Garbowski swinging. Gives way to Aiden Stern, and I'm sure we're going to talk about this a lot today. The All-Star game also factoring in a fan vote nominee in the South Division has quickly become a 2-man race between Aiden Stern of the Danbury Westerners and Caden Cloud of the Newport Gulls. 2 just electrifying players, so much fun to watch, but only 1 spot available, and with voting closing at midnight on Thursday, we'll see who gets the final spot. Stern grounds one left side. Gandy scoops it on the backhand, but throw to first not in time, so Stern legs out the infield single, the first hit of the ball game, first base runner for Danbury. And we'll see if the center fielder gets moving on the base paths as well.
And Aiden's playing with a little bit extra mojo today. Because of what you said, because of some other factors, he's saying, my batting average has taken a tick down over the last 10 games, but he wants to be in that All-Star game. He was surprised he didn't get voted in kind of unanimously with his .450 on-base percentage, 30 walks in 30 games. So he said, you know what, I'm going to have to earn it a little bit extra.
Big swing and a miss upstairs from Gavin Donahue. And the Westerners with the Donahue brothers between Gavin and Ronan. It's like you're watching 2016 Chino Hills out there. The Ball brothers going at it.
58 RBIs between the 2 of them.
The 0-1. A big swing and a miss once more, once again at the top of the zone.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
2016 Chino Hills or 2020 Montverde.
I knew this was coming.
I'm a Chino Hills guy.
2016 Chino Hills all day, no question.
Never lost.
Don't even talk about it.
In the words of LeVar Ball,
never lost.
The 0-2 misses up. Zager tried to plant one at the eyes again, but Garbowski keeps the bat on the shoulder and watches ball one.
That's like trying to ask me who the real Melo is. Is it LaMelo Ball or Carmelo Anthony? It's Carmelo Anthony.
I mean, as a Timberwolves fan, I might have to make this switch now.
No, you're
LaMelo,
not.
But 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
It's a sneaky good combo of nicknames.
A fly ball to center field. Zyrus moving back on it towards the fence. Does he have enough room? Yes, he does. Reaching up to make a loud out number 2. You could see him just continuing to drift back, and you wondered if Donahue had found a way to put it off the wall, but instead, just enough room right at the 360 sign. Zyrus makes the catch.
There must have been something in Gavin's coffee today, because I was watching him during batting practice, and every single ball he was hitting was to that spot in center field off the wall. So you can tell the ball's really flying here in the early afternoon.
Top of the first flying by will take you across the field for the Newport Gulls. Outfield left to right, Novak, Zyrus, and Peter Mershon. Braxton Trammell at the hot corner. Gandy and Cloud play up the middle. Ryan Giros over at first. Ernie Echeverria, the battery made of Zager and Brandon Larson, today's designated hitter. The first pitch misses for ball 1. A big lead over at first by Stern. The pitch home, low and away, 2 out.
Prezano's been a welcome sight for the Westerners, playing just his 10th game of the summer, but hitting 2 ticks below 440 with 9 RBIs, 3 homers. Has really been an impact bat, and that's why you see him in the cleanup spot today.
The 2-0. Ground ball left side. It looks like it went off the foot of Prezano, but the umpires, with some confusion, they're going to want to talk this one over. It seemed like it hit something towards the box, and Prezano seemed to think it hit off himself.
Yeah, the home plate
he
umpire.
He would know better than anybody else.
You're going to say he's out.
And they're going to rule him out. So that's an interesting end to the top of the first. Prezano trying to argue his case, but it doesn't seem like it's going to matter. 1 runner reaches base, and Gavin Donahue, but he's just left at first. The Gulls will get their first chances on any CBL Plus when we come back after the break.
Turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. The memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the place. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. Yeah, it's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Let's go.
Stadionic's primary goal is to maximize fan safety and amplify the fan experience so that you or your client get exactly what you envision.
Welcome into beautiful Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's downright gorgeous.
Welcome you back for the bottom of the second. A look at the field for the Danbury Westerners. Luca Mucciardi, take it away.
Yeah, the outfield is Jack Ludi, Aiden Stern in center. Ryan Martin will be out in right. Ronan Donahue at third. Gavin Donahue at short. Ryan Prezano moves to second. Garbowski, the all-star, at first. And Sam Gettinger will be the backstop to his battery mate in Chase DePalma, my mistake, who has been a pretty solid starter for the Westerners this season. Started the year actually as a closer and then moved more into that starting role. You'll see him today, a 6.28 ERA in 5 games and a 1-1 record, making his 4th start on the rubber.
Well, Gus Gandy, the all-star for the Newport Gulls, set to lead things off. His hit total only continuing to grow. He's now hit 40 on the season. The first pitch runs up and in. Almost caught him on the inside, but instead just ball 1. DePalma making his 4th start on the year. He's gone just over 14 innings for the Westerners so far this season. 1-0 is in there at the top of the zone as the count evens up at sticks to the leadoff man, Gandy. The 1-1, just off the outside.
You know, the more I'm looking at these Danbury jerseys, I'm realizing that these teams in the NECBL do a really good job with the logo design. I'm loving the cowboy hat on the D. It's very stylish.
I like that you're loving the hat because that's Zephyr, the official on-field cap of the NECBL, also known as Z-Hat. Zephyr is the authentic college hat with over 800 colleges and channels that same energy and creativity into building custom hats of all types for pro sports teams, clothing brands, and companies everywhere. The 2-1 upstairs. Make sure to pick up your Westerners or Gulls official on-field cap today. I know me and Carter got our Gulls caps about a week and a half ago. Luca always telling me about his Danbury cap as well.
It's in the bag behind me.
The 3-1 to Gandy right down Broadway for strike 2, so the count runs full.
The Zephyr cap is a staple of the post-game bus ride back. It's a necessity.
With hair like yours, Luca, I don't think I'd ever have a hat on.
I need it.
Payoff pitch home from De Palma's a ground ball right side. Prezano has it on the hop, throwing over to first in time to send down the leadoff man. Gives way to Devin Zyrus, who had that catch in center field during the top of the first, all the way back against the wall. We got word he actually hit our center field camera reaching up for it. So our producer, Tom Lima, had to hustle on out there between innings to give you guys the best view possible at home, of course. Zyrus batting .337 on the season, another all-star nod, a .480 on base. First pitch, and misses inside.
Can we just talk about the game that Devin Zyrus had yesterday? 2 for 5, drove in 6 RBIs. You talk about a man who makes a habit of timely hitting.
Count moves to 2-0, and it's funny, he was 2 for 5, and the on base actually went down because, you know, it's closer to 500. But a huge performance out of him as he slashes one the other way past the glove of Ronan Donahue and into left field for a 1-out base hit. His 33rd base hit on the year puts one man aboard with 1 out for Caden Cloud, who's found a lot of success against the Danbury Westerners this season. 2 home runs against Danbury on the year, including his first NECBL hit about a month or so ago. And going against Aiden Stern, his rival in that fan vote nomination for the Sanford All-Star game, you know that he would want to put together a strong performance as well. A .276 batting average to go along with a team best .520 slugging. The first pitch home. Catches the outside for strike 1.
Caden Cloud, just the definition of swaggy and smooth. Just such a joy to watch. He just oozes baseball.
Ground ball up the middle. This could be 2. Donahue has it. Flipped to second for 1. Over to first. In time. 6-4-3 double play is how the bottom of the first concludes. Totted at zeros. Neither team getting on the board just yet. We'll see if that changes in the second. Stick with us on NECBL Plus.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. Moment I gotta keep going. I'm shaking the dice and I'm kicking and rolling. They already know.
We are the heartbeat of innovation. The ones who care for your heart as if it were our own. We are challengers who never settle. We are healers who turn fear into hope and the impossible into done. We are at the heart of this community, providing advanced, nationally recognized medicine. We are South Coast Health, Heart and Vascular.
Welcome you back for the top of the second, and well, we got a couple of 305 guys hanging in the booth with a 315 guy, Gavin Bicho and Luca Mucciardi, both out of the University of Miami. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. Gavin, the returning broadcaster from last year for the Gulls. How's it like to be back in Newport?
It's great to be back. I mean, this is a place that I love and a place that I grew up watching games, going to Gulls camps, and having that opportunity last year to be in your spot.
Yeah.
And as you know, it's a privilege, it's an honor, and it was one of the best summers of my life. And,
seriously, yeah.
I mean, I've been listening to not only Luca, your stuff obviously down at the U. We know each other pretty well, but also you, Harry. I mean, you guys have both been killing it, and I mean, I love going back and watching you guys and watching Danbury and Newport, and to have them here, it's great time, great spot.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
One thing that you might know a little bit better based off your experience from last year is when you're coming down the stretch in the NECBL season, it can get really complicated between losing guys on the team and bringing in new faces. But both of these teams with some must-win games down the stretch. What did you pick up on last year that could, push teams across the finish line this late in the season?
Well, Harry, I think it's those that, have that culture and team-first mentality. One team that comes to mind, Bristol was a buzzsaw last year. They have, one of the best, pitching staffs in the league, and had a couple guys leave, and they kind of fell apart from there. But you take a look at what Newport's been able to do. They bring in such great talent top to bottom, not even in the starting lineup, but when you look at the bullpen and their backups as well, they fill in those spots nicely. And we saw a couple players last year come in late who we thought wouldn't be big additions, but the more they started to play and the more they started to get used to playing with these guys and playing at Guardians and kind of joining the camaraderie of a summer baseball team, they became mainstays out on the field. I think that's a big part of a great culture is when it comes to that point, you can win ball games when you need it with guys you didn't think you'd have in those moments earlier in the year.
It's time to see which players rise to become the heroes of their respective programs as the 0-2 is bounced in for ball one. It's Ronan Donahue, Jack Ludy, and Jack Edmonds due up for the Danbury Westerners. Currently sitting outside the playoff picture at the moment by just half a game, however. The 1-2. Tried to get Donahue to bite on the outside, but instead the count evens up at 2s.
Hey, it's funny. This is the first time that Gavin and I are sitting in a booth together, and it's not as kind of co-broadcasters with WVUM in Miami. It's a fun feeling.
Line drive left side and down the line. It'll roll into the bullpen, so they'll call it a ground rule double. A leadoff extra base hit for Ronan Donahue, a 2-strike count at that as well. And the Danbury Westerners trying to be the first ones on the board. We talked about that at the beginning of the game, Luke, especially in a shortened contest, only 7 innings. Being the first team on the scoreboard is that much more important.
Right, a team that, recently during this successful streak where they've won 7 of their last 10, they've been playing from behind, which is a good thing and a bad thing because it shows you this team's never really out of a game, but it'd also be nice to give your starter a chance to have a little bit of insurance, play with a little bit of a lead and try to get you through a ball game, exactly what Jack Ludy will try to do here.
Now Jack Ludy, big number 99, digs into the left-handed batter's box, and the first pitch gets past Echeverria. Looked like it went in and out of the glove, allows Ronan Donahue to advance the 90 feet over to third. So now just 90 feet away from being the first run of the ball game. Makes the job a whole lot easier for Ludy. Now me and Luca have obviously made most of our road trips on the year. I get to see North Shore on Thursday. That's the only place I haven't been. Gavin, you remember any places that really stuck out to you during your summer in the NECBL?
One place that always sticks out is always Ocean State, just because the rivalry there with Newport. And I was lucky to call games with Dan Shea last year, who's a high school best friend. Still see him all the time, and to have that relationship with someone you know so well and call a game made it so much easier. But especially near the end, there was a lot of back and forth. I remember, a late game inside the park, homer for the Waves. They were, chanting and screaming, and Ted Regan didn't like it. Matt Bolton flipped a bat towards their dugout, and there was a lot of animosity. And that was kind of the start of when Newport went on a big run at the end of the year. But always going to Ocean State was always a lot of fun. And it's a lot of those places in the Southern Division as well. You see very often Martha's Vineyard. The trip itself is always an experience, whether you're a player or whether you're just a broadcaster or part of the crew. And I remember Danbury a lot, obviously, because a lot of big flies. I mean, Rogers Park doesn't hold many baseballs in the yard, and so it can be fireworks at any moment. And so those couple games we went to Danbury, it was always mainly solo homers and late inning, go ahead shots. So those games are always fun as well.
That's what I've told everybody all year. It's saying, hey, you want a home run call for your reel? Just
go to Rogers Park.
Wait till you come to Danbury.
Newport, luckily, if I've got to have a lot of them. I was joking with Isaac Edelman from Bristol yesterday, and they've had just 4 on the year where Newport's closing in on 40.
I don't know how they can allow a wood bat league out there. I mean, it's just so tough. And, Muzzy Field is a beautiful place. That press box, by the way, unbelievable.
Incredible.
Set.
Yes.
The AC, they got all the
runner
things you
goes,
need.
pop fly to right field. Mershon moving in on it, makes the catch. The runner from third will not tag. Ronan Donahue thought about it, but retreats back to third. Jack Ludy able to get back to first in time. So an unproductive out number 1 from the Danbury Westerners. Runners on the corners with 1 out in the top of the second. Kyler Zager trying to work his way out of the jam.
But nothing leaves Muzzy Field.
Nothing.
No. Even if you hit it on the screws, I feel like, even with the wood bat, it's just dead out there.
I think they've had 2 home runs, is what they
Yeah.
said, at home all year.
And both by opposing players.
Right,
There's
both
yet
by
to
opposing
be a blue
players.
to leave Muzzy Field.
Yeah.
Another killer is up in Montpelier. Center field's 419, I think they
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Something like that.
And it has like a 15-foot fence,
And the
too,
fence
so you
is
gotta hit it like
giant.
440.
Left field line, too, is
That's the only way I saw one get out up
Yeah.
in Montpelier.
1-0 home on the inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, that's right. Braxton Schrammel, who had a 435-foot home run against Mystic earlier this year.
Wow.
Almost escaped Montpelier over the left center field wall, but instead it hit about halfway up.
And Ronan Donahue, the man on third, got one over that wall and left.
Not an easy job. The 2-0
Not at
check
all.
swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did for strike 1.
It'll be fun this week with the home run derby up in Sanford because that's another ballpark that gets deep really, really
Who
quick.
are you guys
so
sending?
Michael Delph,
Okay.
a lefty.
It's Brandon Larson for the goals.
I think a lot of people are sending
Yeah,
lefties because
lefties
that
are the way
right
to
field
go.
line is 285.
Yeah, it's short for sure.
Real short.
2-1, a wave and a whiff on the outside part of the plate. So the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the second.
We'll have some Miami representation in the booth and on the field. Gabriel Milano will be there
How
for
about that?
for Ocean State in the derby as well.
Luca Mucciardi up there in the booth. Congratulations, Luca. Pitch gets away from Echeverria. Ludy will advance into second. Ronan Donahue stakes place at third. Not a big enough backstop, of course, here at Cardines to be able to really get a good jump off of third if you were to be able to score. So 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out and a 3-2 count.
Kind of the opposite of the sunken diamond. You're out there this
This
year,
at
Luca?
Stanford. That might be. I was making the joke. We were close to the Coliseum. That's as big, if not a bigger, foul territory.
Deep fly ball to left center field. Moving back is Zyrus. He's not going to get there. 1 run in to score. Getting waved around third is Ludy. The throw home, no throw made. A bases clearing double from Sam Gettinger makes it a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Danbury Westerners.
Well, Danbury, there was a point where they were down to just 1 catcher left on the roster, that being Jack Edmonds. Bring on Sam Gettinger, and he's come up more than a couple of times already with some big RBI hits. Finds one here, and like I said, allows Danbury to take that early 2-0 lead here in the second.
Entered today with 2 RBIs through just his first 3 games played. Doubles the total up to 4 after that extra base hit. Pitch home to Ryan Martin, misses the outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
I love the goalie mascots we got up here. Didn't have that part of the arsenal last year.
I
but
know,
Gully
right?
and Gully Jr., they make for a good setup
They're
here.
good luck. 1-0 in the dirt. Zager has lost command a little bit, falling behind in counts, and that's a hitter's dream because then you just know you're getting a fastball in the zone. And pitching coach Kevin Long is going to want to have a word. Another Miami guy. Did you know Coach Kevin Long was a detective in Miami for a little bit?
Really?
Prior
Wow.
to coaching,
Did
yes.
not know.
I just found that out about 2 weeks ago.
Do you know how recent or
I have
how
no
far in the
clue
past
how
that was?
recent. I wish I could tell you, but I had a
detective.
I was at the
Detective
Tennis
Long.
Hall of Fame, which started in 1881. So I got my neighbor works there. Shout out Claire. She gave me a discount on one of their hats, and it says 1881 on the front. I was wearing it on the bus, and Coach Long goes, "Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that hat?" And I'm like, "The Tennis Hall of Fame coach." Like, he seemed frantic about it, and I was like, "What's the big deal?" And he whips out his badge, and he goes, "That's my badge number." Quite the coincidence. And I was
He
like,
still
this-
has it ready to go?
Yeah, I
In
was
the back
at a loss
pocket.
of word. It is quite the
Wow.
coincidence. I mean, for that to be his badge number, who would have thought? So he's trying to go get one before the end of the year.
I mean, you got to now. You're not too far away from each up the street. Go
Yeah.
on Bellevue Ave.
So wondering why he was going bananas on the bus over something like that. 2 balls, no strikes. Ryan Martin, the righty at the plate. Zager, the lefty off the mound, deals home in a big swing and a miss on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gettinger, the man off of second. His first game against the Danbury Westerners. First game against the Newport Gulls, his first at bat, drills a double off the left center field wall. The 2-1 misses out. So once again, a favorable hitter's count to the righty Ryan Martin.
Luca, I'd like to ask you, what's been your favorite moment as a broadcaster in the NECBL? Because I'd just like to know, because there's so many things that happen, a hit, a play, a walk-off, whatever it may be. I'm always excited to ask broadcasters that.
Now a fly ball down the left field line, and this should be good for extra bases. Gettinger rounds third into score with ease. Back-to-back doubles for the Danbury Westerners. This one off the bat of Ryan Martin, and a 3 spot in the top of the second.
I don't know. There's been some great ones. Maybe the Danbury had a crooked number the other day against Mystic, an 8-run inning with 4 home runs in it. That was a lot of fun. There was a lot of hooting and hollering. The best moment so far this season, I was talking about it, funny enough, during BP with some of the guys, was Ronan Donahue, who's playing third base today, came in as a pitcher at the back end of a ball game last week. The Westerners were down by 8 in the 9th inning and said, we don't want to waste an arm. So, Ronan, when's the last time you pitched? Yeah, 4 years ago in high school.
Oh, wow.
Steps on the mound, first pitch, fastball down the middle, 93, strikes out the side. It was
shoved.
Maybe the funniest thing that I've ever seen. Stone cold killer the entire time on the mound until the 3rd strikeout, and then just the biggest fist pump, scream, whatever you might think about doing, celebrating. Awesome moment. Awesome moment.
Gavin, I know you'll remember Colby Wallace from last year's squad.
Yeah.
Recorded a 2-inning save yesterday.
Did he
for
now?
the Gulls? Yeah, he does 2-way at Eastern Carolina.
Right.
But
He didn't
saw
pitch
limited
last
innings.
year.
Yeah, saw very limited innings. But, I mean, he sits 92, 93 so casually. Ground ball up the middle. Gandy gets a glove on it. Spinning throw. He'll eat it. No throw made over to first. So an infield single for Kyle Garbowski. Puts men on the corners with 1 out. Danbury just continuing to pressure. Almost a banana split up the middle. But instead, glove down by Gandy.
And I remember Colby Wallace was a brick wall over at third base. He actually was the start of a top 10 play last year for the Newport Gulls, spinning a 5.43. I think it was against the Valley Blue Sox, but he was phenomenal. I'm not surprised with the velocity, though. I mean, he would fire the ball across the diamond, and it was always accurate and on time. He was sensational on third. It's a shame we didn't get to see him pitch last year for Newport, although I think it was the last regular season game, and I think Newport had already locked up the 1 seed, and it was, I think, C.J. Bott for an inning, Logan Olson for an inning or 2, and then it was a trio of Matt Ossenfort, Randy Seymour, and Petey Kraska. That was, I think, a 21-10 loss. It was 3 position players, and boy, was that a long and interesting game. I've never had a more of a smile when watching a regular season baseball game than watching just those 3 guys just give all they got on the mound in a game that didn't matter at all.
Pitch home from Zager is foul back into the mitt. Aiden Stern in the left-handed batter's box. Count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike.
You know, it's only been, what, 2 months since you graduated from Miami? 3 months maybe now, Gavin?
Too long.
And 1, too long. 2, I didn't realize it would take until now for me to realize I missed the Gavin B. Show random ball knowledge rants. I mean, that was something that was kind
we would
of
go back and forth.
We would really go back and forth. That was kind of like a pregame ritual at some point.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, that's some of the best parts about calling a game with someone you're really close with or getting to know, especially like here in the New England League. Now, I imagine all you broadcasters know each other at a relatively good basis. Is that pregame chatter, right? Talking about the team, talking about other sports going on. I imagine there's a lot of talk about the World Cup and all. Luca, I know. I mean, you're probably Paraguay's biggest American fan.
Oh, I was forcing them to watch a game up here.
Yeah,
we came once,
I mean,
and
that's what it's all about. I mean, talking crap about other people's teams, whether it's Major League Baseball, whether that's NBA trades, whether that's NFL training camp starting up, or if it's Westerners and Gulls. I mean, that's some of the best parts.
Ground ball right side, gets past Ryan Jaros at the first base bag. Ryan Martin in to score. The Danbury lead continuing to grow. Now a 4-0 contest. Take a look at the replay. And just a
Bad hop.
Not
Stayed
even
down.
almost an opposite of a hop. Yeah,
Right.
just digged into the dirt coming off of the bump over towards the first base bag. And that's going to do it for Kyler Zager. Mike Coombs will make his trot out onto the mound. Newport in a hole early. 4-0 our score. We'll be back with more on the new wing when we return on NECBL Plus. Welcome you back on NECBL Plus. Braden Booth, the first man out of the bullpen for the Newport Gulls, the right-hander. A .229 batting average against, paired with a .284 ERA. Just under 13 innings pitched on the year. He's struck out 21, only walked 5. Last one against Ocean State, where he went 3 innings, surrendering 5 down via the K. Gave up 3 hits to 1 walk and 2 runs. I mean, a pretty whimsical start for the Danbury Westerners, up 4-0 early on the Newport Gulls, and just felt like everything has gone their way so far. They've collected the big hits, 3 extra base hits to their name already, and then that ground ball getting underneath Ryan Jaros' glove continues to break this game open. I mean, a 4-0 lead, and in a shortened contest like this, it feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, again, I mentioned this is a team that really kind of lives and dies by the crooked number as much as they do the home run ball. They're not going to score, in 7 of 9 innings, but a lot of the time they'll put up 4, 5, 6 runs in a single frame. I mean, they had a 7-run. They went down 6-0 against North Adams 2 days ago, had a 7-run inning in the 5th, and ended up winning that game 8-6. It's just been kind of that season for Danbury where when they're able to get it going, they'll pour it all on in a single frame.
We'll see if maybe they get a taste of their own medicine as Stearns picked off between first and second. Gandy tracking him down, makes the tag for out number 2. And a really good job by Gandy. He was really quick over there between second and first to not only track down Aiden Stern, but Kyle Garbowski couldn't get anywhere off of that third base bag.
That was really good job. I mean, again, you talk about the speed from Gandy out there, and you would maybe like Garbowski get a little more aggressive in the pass and make him think, but again, probably about 15 feet from third base. You can kind of have the freedom over there in that pickle to really get that out without worrying about that runner scoring.
So the first pitch from Booth is on the inside. Rarely do you see a pitcher come in and record an out before his first pitch of the outing.
That's called efficiency right there.
There you go. The 0-1. Breaking ball that finishes about half a foot outside, but Donahue goes chasing and falls behind quickly, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Garbowski off of third. Booth kicks and fires. Upstairs, ball 1. If you're Newport, you're going to have to get the bats going sooner rather than later. It's been a roller coaster of offensive performances. 19 against Keene on Friday, followed by just 1 against Vermont on Sunday. They did put up 9 against Bristol yesterday evening. We'll see if they can get the bats going once again early this afternoon.
And that 7-inning game, kind of just how big of a factor is that going to play? Because you're not going to have those 2 extra frames to work with. Going to have to be back and forth as tight as possible.
Donahue stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch home from Booth. Soft ground ball, right side. Jarrow staying back on it, has it. Flip on it over to first. in time for out number 3. So Booth leaves Garbowski stranded over at third, but the Westerners score 4. They lead 4-0 after the top of the second. Bottom of the half of the inning up next on NECBL Plus.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. Moment I gotta keep going. I'm shaking the dice and I'm kicking and rolling. They already know.
We are the heartbeat of innovation. The ones who care for your heart as if it were our own. We are challengers who never settle. We are healers who turn fear into hope and the impossible into done. We are at the heart of this community, providing advanced, nationally recognized medicine. We are South Coast Health, Heart and Vascular.
Welcome you back on NECBL Plus for the home half of the second. Newport playing out of a 4-0 hole early. It'll be Ryan Novak, Braxton Trammell, and Ernie Echeverria due up to begin the home half of the inning.
You know, I get jealous every time I come to Newport because Danbury, the bullpen has started sitting in Adirondack chairs, you know, like the lawn chairs, which is great, but the best seats in the house in Newport, that they should switch that to best seats in New England. I mean, that's
It doesn't
awesome,
get much better than
right?
that.
A rocking chair down the third base line. Are you kidding me?
And they didn't even have to raffle them off today. It was just first come, first serve.
Really?
2 fans scooped them up, yeah.
I would have gone and grabbed it.
We could have brought
it here to the booth.
Can we just broadcasted the game from over
there?
there?
Yeah, what's the chances on calling the game from there? I'll make sure to tune in.
1-0 is in there for strike one. You could see us at the top left corner of your screen right now, just underneath the score bug. Wave at the camera, like out there in center. You can see us. The 1-1, Novak fouls it straight back into the mitt for strike 2, in and out of the mitt actually. Gettinger unable to squeeze it cleanly, but strike 2 nonetheless. And Carter, how are the Gulls going to go about responding, playing out of such a big hole so early? We saw them kind of just roll over on Sunday against the Vermont Mountaineers. How do you go about chipping away at this lead?
I think it starts in the dugout.
Novak lifts one softly left side down in front of Ludi for a leadoff base hit. I assume that was going into what you're going to say, Carter. Get some runners on base, but continue.
I think as well, you got to, wake up the bats. You can't be dormant forever. But it's also what you're doing in between innings. Are you keeping the morale up? In 2016, along with Chino Hills, something that Steph Curry had said was you have to work on getting your positive touches in, always celebrating your teammates and keeping morale high, because who wants to be sad when you're losing?
Braxton Trammell now, pitch on the inside, catches the zone for strike 1. I like the analogies, Carter. Keep them coming. Trammell's just been going beast mode as of late. Been hitting balls out of the ballpark left and right. You mentioned the 435-foot home run against the Mystic Schooners about a week and a half ago. Went 405 to dead center against the Ocean State Waves. Some of the most power across the entire NECBL. Just so much aggression in his swing. He ripped a foul ball over the warehouse at 107 miles per hour.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of torque in that swing, a lot of bat speed.
And there you go as he lifts one foul over the clubhouse and into the street. He falls behind 0-2, but if there's one thing that Trammell has really excelled at during this hot streak, it's been working at bats. Even when he falls behind early, he just doesn't seem to give anything away. We'll see if DePalma can put him down. The 0-2 is nubbed right back up the middle. DePalma has it. Throw to second, and it gets away from Gavin Donahue. Everybody's safe. A look at the replay. And just off the top of the glove of DePalma, he seemed to misread the throw in.
Yeah, it looked like Gavin might have just taken his eye off of that ball for a half second, trying to see how quickly he would have needed to get the throw down the first for a potential double play. And it comes back to bite off the leather and into center field. Now Ernie Echeverria has a chance to draw some life for the Gulls.
And Ernie last game went through 2 bats.
Broke two bats, yes. both in the same at-bat on back-to-back pitches.
That's an expensive day at the ballpark.
And both of the barrels got all the way out to shortstop. They were the same exact in on the hands. Bat head completely shattered off. No balls, 1 strike with 2 men aboard. Pitch home to Echeverria is a called strike 2.
And see how he likes the new that jet black bat, huh?
Yeah.
With the red lettering on it.
Very stylish.
That would look good with the Danbury Westerners. Goes right along with their coloring.
Some white grip tape on there. I'm a flame tape guy. I don't know, but maybe I'm still 12 years old.
The 0-2 is lined softly the other way, past the head of Garbowski and down into right field for a base hit. Echeverria, as of late, I mean, looking at yesterday's game in particular, hasn't been hitting the ball all too hard, but he just continues to find the gaps across the field and just poking the bat head out there, going the other way, and finding the shallow right field grass in front of Ryan Martin for a single to load the bases.
And how can you not start thinking big things with the man who's going to step in? Brandon Larson with the bases loaded. 1 swing could tie this ball game now for the guy who is going to be looking to hit a bunch of them up in Sanford on Sunday.
And this is easily, you could call it money time, as the Gulls are going to look to cash in with the bases loaded and no outs. Larson, a power bat. He's mashed a couple of long balls this season, representing the Gulls in the home run derby on Sunday. The 0-1 in at the knees for strike 2.
And along with his supreme baseball ability, he's also very PR trained. I've had the pleasure of interviewing him a few times for the pregame, and just very thoughtful. You know, one of the older guys on this team, and it definitely shows.
The 0-2 runs inside, almost clipped him. Would have brought in Novak from third, but instead just ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases juiced for Newport. The corners move in, and Donahue and Garbowski. Middle stays back, looking for that double play ball. The 1-2. Foul backwards into the fencing behind home plate. Stadionic, the official netting and facility partner of the New England League. Stadionic's netting, wall padding, and facility solutions have been featured in Major League Baseball venues, including Luca Mucciardi's Citi Field, home of the New York Mets, Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves, as well as collision facilities throughout the entire country. The 2-2 fouled again left side towards the third base coach, Teddy Regan. Think Florida, North Carolina, Clemson, Texas, and many more. From design to fabrication to installation, Stadionic is making sports facilities iconic.
You know, yesterday there were quite a few foul balls. The Stadionic netting was definitely putting some work in.
Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Home to number 24, Brandon Larson. He's done a really good job working this at bat. Fouled off a couple of pitches. We'll see what De Palma brings out of the bag of tricks here. Breaking ball, got him swinging for strike 3. Dropping the breaking ball below the zone like fries in the bag. Gets Larson to go down fishing, and he comes up empty-handed.
Yeah, you see the slider that just works itself in toward the back foot, and Larson gets all twisted up into a knot. That's a big strikeout if you're De Palma. With the bases loaded, you find that first one.
So now 1 out with the bases loaded. 1 pitch away of getting out of the inning if you're De Palma. If you were to get the double play ball, Jaros watches strike 1 on the outside.
Ryan Jaros has quite a good walk-up song. I am a big Rick Ross fan.
Okay.
Stay Scheming.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal tune.
0-1 misses up. Carter, I said it last night. I don't think anybody has more music ball knowledge across the entire NECBL than you do.
I forget it, but somebody on Newport has 20 Minutes by Lil Uzi Vert as one of their walk-up songs, and every time I come here, I realize how great of a walk-up song that is.
Yes. Is that Brandon Larson?
I think it's Brandon Larson.
Yeah, I think we just had the pleasure of hearing that one.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
I mean, it's fantastic, especially when you swing a good bat. Like you swing a power bat, and that's your song. Yeah.
He's got the hitting numbers to back it up, that's for sure. 3 balls, 1 strike. De Palma at risk of walking in Newport's first run of the game. Novak at third, Trammell over at second. Echeverria stands at first. The pitch home to Jaros is mashed left side, but foul and out of play. Got every bit of that baseball, but a tick too early on it. And the count runs full, 3-2.
They just needed a ruler, straighten that one out down the line, and probably would have been sailing over the wall, over the playground. A lot of power on that bat, and has to dig back in. What a full count. Big pitch for De Palma.
3-2 pitch. Jaros, did he hold up? Check the first. Yes, he did. So a full count walk sends the merry-go-round in motion. Novak comes in to score. The goals get on the board. And the Danbury Westerners are going to have a quick pitching visit.
That's a quality at bat from Ryan Jaros, you have to say. Got himself ahead in the count, saw a couple more pitches, fouls one off, and then is willing to just keep that bat head from crossing across the plane and walking a run. It's one at a time. Still just one away, and the base is still juiced. So a lot of ball for Newport to play here in the second.
Now, if I do remember correctly, Peter Mershon started with the goals right around when Danbury was here for our Star Wars done at the ballpark.
Yes.
And had that home run over the right center field wall. A loud start to his Newport Gulls career, and he's had a late resurgence over the past week or so, batting .255 with a .333 slugging and a .387 on base. 10 RBIs on the season and a prime RBI opportunity right now. The base is still loaded for Newport with 1 out, trailing by 3, but trying to draw even sooner rather than later. Yeah, well, in at the top of the zone for strike 1.
I can't believe I'm just noticing it now, but those red-hot kicks on the bump.
Yeah.
Very nice. You don't see, I feel like I haven't seen a lot of colorful shoes. You see the occasional Jordan, but looks nice.
Catches the outside for strike 2.
Would really match with Danbury's home, the Hat City red jerseys. Those red kicks. Oh, yeah, Chase De Palma.
What was that old commercial? It's got to be the shoes.
Oh, yeah, me questioning you for a second.
The 0-2 misses upstairs, just barely for ball 1. We were talking about it pregame, all the great names on both sides.
Yeah.
And Peter Mershon, I mean, one of the best nicknames, Swaggy P, inspired by, of course, Nick Young. The 1-2. Gets away from the backstop. Gettinger, and Trammell is going to come across to score. A great jump by Braxton Trammell at the third base bag. Allows for the third baseman to come across home plate on the pass ball. Newport has cut the 4-run deficit in half and now trail 4-2.
That's what you're going to want back if you chase De Palma, because it just skipped in a weird spot, and Gettinger almost had to stab at it to keep it along the dirt. Gets under the glove, and now, like you said, this game, it's a 2-run lead for Danbury.
You guys remember Nick Young. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Nobody did it like him.
Shackton the Fool legend.
You think back to that three-pointer he shot from about half court and he turned around and put his hands up. Mershon doesn't do anything like that, but.
Is the equivalent of that in baseball bat flipping like a fly out?
Yeah, yes. It has to be.
Oh, my goodness.
The 2-2 misses outside, so after starting the count down 0-2, Mershon's worked it full. Swaggy P, we should say. I guess we should only refer to him as his nickname from now on in the broadcast booth.
We have to do a nickname day. I would love to talk about the Gandy Man.
Yeah, it's like players weekend in the MLB.
3-2 called, strike 3. Catches the outside corner. Mershon takes a look back at the home plate umpire. He can't believe it, shaking his head as he walks back towards the dugout. I don't know about that. It looks like it was on the white line of the left-handed batter's box, but they go both ways. They go both ways.
Gettinger was able to pull the string back on that one and get it back into the zone. But
solid frame job by Gettinger is right. Well, you mentioned it, Carter. Back-to-back strong nicknames. The Gandy Man, Gus Gandy. This one a little bit more correlation to the guy himself, as Gandy just kind of offers a little bit of everything. Hey, like the handyman. He can do whatever you need him to do.
It's got to be like Players Weekend in the MLB when they used to wear the nicknames on the back of the jerseys.
That'd be fun.
Be a lot of fun.
Falls behind 0-1. The tying run stands at second in Jaros. 0-1 home. Outside, did he go around? They check over at first. No, he didn't. The count draws even.
Speaking of good jerseys, do you guys remember the bubble jerseys? The ones that it was like vote for Millsap? I want to get my hands on one of those. I was just seeing it recently on my Instagram feed, and I was like, wow, what a time.
Vintage, to say the least. 1 ball, 1 strike, ground ball, left side. Donahue scoops it up cleanly, throwing over to first in time. So while De Palma surrenders 2, he leaves 2 runners in scoring position stranded as the Danbury Westerners hold on to a 4-2 lead after 2 innings of play. Luca Mucciardi taking over on play-by-play when we return.
What makes a great team hat? It starts with a Z. For decades, Zephyr has been making the most iconic headwear in the game, trusted by teams, colleges, and pros. We cut out the middlemen and work directly with our manufacturers, so you get top quality, fast turnaround, and prices that make sense. From bold designs to unbeatable fit, Zephyr hats are built to match the quality of your team, right down to the last stitch. Zephyr Team Headwear, born from experience, built for teams that stand out.
Back for the 3rd inning from Newport. Danbury up 4-2, and we're having a lot of fun in the booth, and you can see the graphics team's having some fun too, trying to get Caden Cloud some votes for the upcoming All-Star game. We've been jabbing back and forth because right now it's really between Caden Cloud for Newport and Aiden Stern for Danbury, the 2 leading voters, and I think everybody's trying to find their way to get extra votes for the guys from Newport and Danbury.
Yeah, the socials team for Newport
You guys are working hard.
Quite active. We've been recording TikToks around the clock.
I walked in and saw the vote for Cloud on the whiteboard down by the entrance, and now you see it on the graphics, trying to get everybody at home to vote. Fun time. This is a great time of the year when it comes to the NECBL. All-Star game coming up, playoff push going on, everybody trying to get into their last spots, and you can feel the intensity, and it's a good time to be playing ball out here in late July.
Yeah, and this is also the part of year where players have really gotten to know each other. They're starting to feel like a family out there, and they're playing for each other at the beginning of the year. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more selfish. Guys are trying to rack up their numbers, whether they're trying to transfer or trying to gain a starting spot for next year. But at this point, they've turned it more into team-oriented baseball, which is always nice to see out there on the field. That's when the best comes out altogether.
And most guys know where they're going to be playing next year already. Know what their goals are for the summer, what they've been able to do, and now it's all about coming together to play some fun baseball. Camaraderie on full display today between the Gulls and the Westerners. It'll be Ryan Prezano to lead off, who takes the first pitch up and in for a ball.
Prezano started that rally during the last inning. Or no.
Ronan Donahue, the man on deck.
Yes, Prezano is 0 for 1 on the day. Excuse me.
The one Westerner who did not come up in that last inning. Fly ball, that'll run foul down the right field line. Escape toward the firehouse, and even the count at 1 apiece.
And something I heard yesterday, Harry, because we've had the pleasure of doing this 2 days in a row, was the phrase "a home run in an elevator shaft." I don't know. I don't watch a lot of baseball, but
who said that one?
I ripped it out. Yeah, that's a Liam Stevens quote, though.
Yeah, you know where Liam Stevens got that from?
I don't know. You. Wow.
Right here.
Wow.
So I got that from Cal Friedman, who was a University of Miami broadcaster my freshman year. I ripped it on air at Martha's Vineyard. He then said, I'm using this the rest of the season, and must have used it with you, and then you used it yesterday. So everything comes full circle.
I take a little bit. I've got an Wraps It in Leather is a good one.
That's a good one.
Shake and Bake from AJ. I mean, that's a classic.
I like the AJ, whenever he starts the ball game, pack it up, pack it in.
Yeah, that gets
Let us begin. It's a lot of fun around the NECBL.
Yeah.
Broadcasters, they got the camaraderie too. 2-2, that'll clip Prezano off the bat, it looked like. Maybe the end of the bat. See a little shake of the head, thinking if only that one might have caught the leather of the batting glove instead.
Yeah, and nothing stinks more than that when you're at the plate and you think you're about to get the free pass, and instead you give the pitcher just another chance to beat you.
2-2 again. Skips the plate. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the new arm for the Gulls on the mound in Booth, who came in and was able to really shut the door in that second inning, keep Danbury from scoring anymore. Out to a 4-2 lead, 3-2. Fly ball left field. Working back is Novak. He leaps, and that one will hit off the bottom of the fence. Raizano will dig for second. The throw in will be not in time on the foot first slide. A leadoff double for the Wake Forest Demon Deacon here in the third.
Westerners are mashing right now. The 4th double of the day. Prezano's first hit of the ball game, and a lot of them have also come with 2 strikes. When you're at 2 strikes, you think more defensive swing, smaller, shortening it up a little bit, but the Westerners have just been trying to hit every stitch out of the baseball, and they've succeeded at that so far. 6 hits already on the ball game, and looking to keep boosting the lead upwards.
Heater to Donahue to start off this encounter's upstairs for a ball. He hit a double to lead off the second inning. Came around to score on the Sam Gettinger 2-run 2-bagger. 1-0 home. That's up and away.
And you know, Braden Booth throws the baseball very similar to the arm slot he uses when he's chucking the pigskin pregame. We saw him and Jake Kennedy.
Well, there's a lot of
tossing
translation there.
I think he might have the best hands on the pitching staff. So
really?
Make a little Odell-esque grab.
There you go. 2-0 spliced foul. Yeah, if you had to guess, I want to say who's the best football player on this? If you had to make a wide receiver quarterback duo of Newport Gulls, who are you going with?
I think I'm going Colby Wallace.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Wallace is just a straight athlete.
He
can do
backyard
anything.
warrior for sure. And then I think I might take Braden Booth at my ex-receiver.
Wow.
I'm looking for someone with maybe a little bit more speed. I was also thinking maybe Devin Zyrus at quarterback. He's got that look about him, you know, as kind of like the captain of the field out there. He plays center. He can see everything in front of him. I think that overlines a little bit, but wide receiver, interesting. Might be Caden Cloud for me.
That would make sense.
Slot guy.
2-2 grounded towards second. It'll go right to your guy, Caden Cloud, who shows off those hands and makes the play. Advancing from second to third on the ground, that will be Prezano, and that brings up Jack Ludy.
I'll tell you, though, Newport could run quite the jumbo set between Novak Lagenza and Brandon Larson. I mean, 3 tight ends out there towards the goal line. I don't know how anybody would stop that.
Hey, 2 tight ends and a fullback, offset eye. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, I think Braxton Trammell might
slot Trammell would be a hard-nosed 3rd and 1 tush-push guy.
There you go.
Tush-push guy.
There you go. Ready on lefty. Ludy will step in. Walked his first time up.
What about you, Luca?
You're saying for Danbury or for
Danbury?
Newport?
For Danbury.
Well, if I learned anything from, kicking the hacky sack around while we were stopped for lunch today, it's that Kyle Garbowski is not afraid of a jump ball. I mean, he was running through people to try to get them out when we were playing slaps with the hacky sack today. So I think Garb's going to be my my wide receiver. Quarterback-wise, I'm thinking Michael Delph. I mean, that kid is just I think everything he does with a bunch of power. Like, that ball's
Josh
just
Allen-esque.
flying.
You wouldn't be afraid to lower the shoulder if he had to, but he can also, dump it over the middle.
I think so. And he can, you know what? He can get out of the pocket. Scramble drill will work, and he's got a good arm. I think that's where my mind's going. Can't disrespect Jack Ludy, though. That's another guy who definitely has to be in that team. I feel like that's a fullback right there. Ludy can give you some power run.
Some grit.
Oh, yeah.
Some heart. You can't really teach stuff like that.
No, absolutely not. Infield in case there's a play at home. 1-2 to Ludy. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's a big second out for the Newport Gulls as they try to strand that runner on third.
I played football once. I got hit so hard. Quit on the spot.
Really?
Yeah, back during my middle school days. Couldn't handle it.
What position?
Quarterback. I didn't see much of the field, but I was trying to do whatever I could stay protected at, but then I realized the defensive guys are running after you, and that was short-lived. I went back to soccer.
See, I always wanted to play football. It was too small. Mother wouldn't let me. My dad played in high school. He was like, "Yeah, you're not playing football." So the peak we got to was intramural flag football in college, which is very serious, by the way. I will say that's a very serious topic. 1-0 catches the zone. But I like my role of slot receiver on 3rd and 5 and just run a zig and fall to the ground with the first down.
Gets the job done. Everybody needs their glue guy out there.
There's nothing like rolling up in my Hunter Renfrow Raiders jersey and doing exactly that, being a 3rd down, 4-yard catch for the first.
Forgot you're a Raiders fan.
I am.
You know, funny story. My first year at college roommate is actually a Raiders fan.
There we
as
go.
Well. I don't know if Dante tunes into this, but Dante, I'm glad you're no longer plagued by Geno Smith.
1-2. That's fouled off. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza, yes, please. You know, I would like to think they're going to be like the New York Giants from last year. Just a fun team. They don't got to be good, but at least be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Mendoza is intriguing. He's not, because he doesn't have that wow factor about him.
I don't think he needs it.
I think he can just be really solid. I'm just like, is this guy just going to be Kirk Cousins?
If Fernando Mendoza is Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, insert like middle-tier quarterback here, I'm fine with that. That'll be fun.
That's sustainable.
That's exactly what it is. 1-2. Got him looking for strike 3. How about the response to the leadoff double from Booth and the Gulls? Back-to-back strikeouts to send us to the home half of the 3rd. 4-2 here on NECBL Plus.
What makes a great team hat? It starts with a Z. For decades, Zephyr has been making the most iconic headwear in the game, trusted by teams, colleges, and pros. We cut out the middleman and work directly with our manufacturers, so you get top quality, fast turnaround, and prices that make sense. From bold designs to unbeatable fit, Zephyr hats are built to match the quality of your team, right down to the last stitch. Zephyr Team Headwear, born from experience, built for teams that stand out.
Welcome back to Cardines Field. I'm Annalena Aubin, and the Newport Gulls have a home field advantage tonight as they... Back to you guys. Turn that off.
Thank you, Adelina, but a little bit of difficulties there. We'll get back to it. New player on the mound for Danbury, new man behind the plate as well. Garrett McGovern replaces Sam Gettinger as the catcher. And Alex Payne gets to toe the rubber in replacement of Chase DePalma, who gets through the first 2 innings and allows 2 runs, just one of them earned. But it allows the southpaw Payne out of Lafayette College to toe the rubber, as he did the last time these two teams met up at Newport. Has only given up 1 run this season, and that was to the Newport Gulls at the end of that last matchup right here at Cardines Field. But 17 innings of work, 17 strikeouts, and the ERA at a .52 for the new man on the bump for the Danbury Westerners here in the 3rd.
Yeah, he's been really strong this season. This isn't going to be easy for Newport to try and work back into this ball game during the middle innings. You look at that last outing against Bristol, he was once again tremendous through 3 innings of work, and if he could give them another 3 strong innings tonight, well, then you only got 2 innings left to work with if you're the Newport Gulls. So you're not in a bad spot if you're Newport, only chasing 2. I think those 2 runs they responded with in the home half of the second were really important, but if you're able to get it to even just a 1-run ball game, it makes this game feel oh so much closer as we approach the back half of things.
And we've already spoken about kind of the importance of this ball game for both of these teams. A win today for Newport would propel them up to 3rd in the NECBL, 2nd in the South Division. Payne's first pitch is a curveball that misses up and in for a ball. Meanwhile, Danbury, it propelled them not just into a playoff spot, but potentially into the 7th seed. Half a game behind the 8-seeded Keene Swamp Bats. As the 1-0 finds the zone, which it's looking more and more likely that that 8 seed's going to have to take a trip out to Martha's Vineyard and take a trip aboard the Steamship Authority ferry. Because whether you're an island resident or planning a summer getaway, the fastest way to the Cape and Island is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information.
Yeah, it's not a fun place to have to
Not
travel.
at all.
It is a fun place. I say that wrong, but it's grueling, especially to have to do 2 out of 3 days. Would not be an easy task to overcome.
Tough crowd out there, too.
Crowd gets to you. Crowd gets
They're
to the
loud.
broadcaster. They were chirping me the other
They
day.
were chirping me, too.
They let anybody hear it.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Devin Zyrus, who's 1 for 1 today with a base hit. Payne will do home. Misses inside. The count's even at 2s.
Discipline take
Very.
by Zyrus.
Had the pleasure of speaking to Devin before the game today. Picked his brain about what he was doing, and such a leader on the team. I said the same thing about Brandon Larson, one of the older guys on the squad. But you can tell, I think him at quarterback is the right call. Definitely got that leader vibe.
Veteran presence.
Yes.
Worked himself back to a full count. Takes that low and in. 3 straight balls, and Payne gives a little bit of the 2 hands. What are we doing here? Gives up the walk to lead off the 3rd.
Yeah, a couple of borderline pitches, but especially when you're working on the inside, you don't always get the favorable calls.
It's tough.
And Zyrus really sold that 3-2 pitch. I mean, he was taken already down the first base line before that pitch was even into the mid. He's been a walk machine all season long. Entered today with 27 base on balls.
It brings up the all-star hopeful in Caden Cloud. With a hands matchup in his favor, lefty on the hill and Alex Payne. First pitch catches the knees for strike 1 on the heater. Cloud already grounded into a double play, I should say, earlier today. As a runner on first, no one away here in Zyrus after the walk. It's top of the Newport order that has caused headaches for so many teams around the New England League this summer. Runner goes, and it's not picked up by McGovern behind the plate. No contest at second on the stolen bag.
And just a pest on the base paths. Devin Zyrus really knows his way around. Can definitely catch you sleeping sometimes, and that just might have been what happened there.
Up to a dozen stolen bases on the year now, 12 of 16. Showing off the wheels from first to second. 0-1. Outrun runs outside.
And Caden Cloud, just such a smooth player. I think if there was a smooth vote.
Yeah, you were talking about the swag earlier.
Oh,
It
yeah.
kind of like oozes with confidence.
Have you seen his elbow guard? His
Yeah.
last name's on the inside. It's very cool.
2-1, breaking for third. The throw down by McGovern, and it's kept in front by Donahue, but how about stealing your way from corner to corner?
Yeah, and that was a tremendous jump. He was already taking off by the time that Alex Payne, even before he lifted his leg. You can't really time it up much better than that, and I think that's the most underrated part of Zyrus's game. He entered today with a team lead, 11 stolen bases, tacks on 2 more already for a team that isn't all too aggressive on the base paths. Devin Zyrus now a prime opportunity to make it a 1-run ball game with Cloud at the plate.
3-1. That one gets torched foul. Tripping over my words a little bit. We'll get there. A little bit earlier to a start of a game. We got to get back into it.
Yeah. What time the bus leave this morning?
7:45 a.m., 8 a.m. I was out of my door at 6:40 a.m. today. Nice bright early morning.
Oh, yeah. Birds were chirping, I bet.
Birds were chirping.
Got a couple coffees down. This one spliced, broken, bat, and it's right into the grasp of Gavin Donahue for the out. 1 away here in the 3rd.
Right in at the hands, shattering the bat, and the quick reflexes of Donahue saving a run.
It didn't break the bat clean either. It really just splintered a couple of pieces off of it, it looked like.
Yeah. Could see Clouds just trying to snap it on his way back to the dugout, but
I think the last time Danbury was here, there was a bat that split.
Oh, yeah, that
like
was Colby Wallace
80,
where it like split down the middle.
Not even. It was like 80-20
yeah, that
down
was
the barrel.
crazy.
It was really weird. First pitch home to Novak. That falls below the zone for ball 1. Trying to make this a 1-score game with Zyrus over at third. Chances of him stealing home, not 0.
He
Already
must
swiped
feel
2 bags.
Indestructible at this point.
Yeah. Why not? 1-0. That one catches the plate.
You know, with how many weird occurrences these past 2 days that have happened at Cardines Field, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, whoever's on Ox starts playing Funky Town. That's what I'm feeling.
Is that a slight request at hearing Funky Town? Grounded to second. Prezano has it. He'll look back the runner at third, and Zyrus, and calmly flip over to Garbowski for the out. 2 away.
Novak smoked that pitch down the middle of the plate, pull side. 2 feet to the left, 2 feet to the right. It probably gets past Prezano, but right at him. The quick reactions with the backhand for Zyrus to stay put at third, and now Braxton Trammell, a lot of pressure on the third baseman to come up big with 2 outs, and Zyrus over at third. And with the power that he offers, you could easily tie it up with 1 swing, but your focus has to be putting something up the middle and getting it to a 1-run ball game.
Sees the first pitch off the plate for a ball. Again, the hands match up in favor of the Gulls batter. Trammell the righty and Payne the lefty. Danbury trying to hold on to this 2-run lead and take it into the 4th. 7-inning midweek afternoon contest. That's chopped foul down the third base line. I'm going to say, though, it might be early, but I'm a fan of the 2 p.m. I love a good afternoon game during the week. It's a lot of fun.
Valley in Holyoke, Mass, a week and a half ago for a Sunday contest, and it was a 1 o'clock game, and we were back by 7:30. The sun didn't even set yet. It was so nice.
1-1. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt.
Well, of course, you guys were supposed to have the second game against Ocean State, but that getting rained out with.
That would have been, I was actually very excited for how that would have worked. For playing 7 here in Newport, get right back on the bus, go to Ocean State, play 9 in Ocean State.
We'll see if we even get a full 7 in here. It looks like rain's approaching in the next hour or so.
1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Payne gets out of the inning after a couple of stolen bags from Devin Zyrus, and we'll head to the 4th with the Westerners up 4-2 here from Newport on NECBL Plus.
Every pitch, every hit, every moment that matters. From youth baseball to the professional leagues, this is where the next generation of players takes the field. The passion, the intensity, the pursuit of greatness. From future stars to unforgettable moments, every game tells a story, live and on demand all season long. Watch the future of the game unfold. Watch on HomeTeamLive.com.
Couple of arms just hanging out, getting loose down in the Newport bullpen. No hacky sack down there right now. I know. I saw some of the Gulls players kicking it around earlier, the Danbury guys as well. This isn't Stanford, Maine. We don't condone hacky sack here.
Yeah, seriously.
Hacky sack supportive environment out here at Cardines.
Stanford, those guys are no fun.
Yeah,
got to call them out.
What's
going to happen during the All-Star game?
There's got to be. It's got to happen there, right? There's no way it doesn't.
Is there an all-hacky?
There's is bringing hacky sack
yes,
back.
We're doing it. There's a sign in right field in Stanford that says no hacky sack allowed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Next to the visitors' bullpen.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on up there.
I felt like I was in Footloose. It was band dancing. They're banning hacky sack. The Gulls guys didn't care. They were playing.
Yeah, they're playing anyways. I was going to say, I don't think it's a very much enforced rule, but wow, I did not expect a Footloose reference when I walked into the building today, but
yeah,
I'm quite glad.
I love a good movie.
Are ya?
Also turned musical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a favorite musical?
Do I have a favorite musical?
Have you ever been to Broadway? I mean, you're
yes.
right there.
Yeah, I've been to Broadway. Yeah. The best thing I saw on Broadway was Phantom of the Opera right before it closed, which I didn't think I would like, and I loved. That was really good.
You got emotional in the stands a little bit?
What?
You got I mean, they can really sing it.
No, I just thought it was cool. It was like the chandelier drops and everything. That's fun. That's a really cool effect.
I'm a Little Mermaid guy.
Are ya?
Classic.
Yeah. Or Annie. I mean, Annie's a classic.
Annie's a classic. How can you not like Annie?
That was actually the play that our arts department did my senior year of high school.
Really?
It was Annie.
Were you in the play?
No, I was actually helping out with the tech stuff.
There you go. That's what I used to do.
Yeah. It's a good time. Love working behind the scenes.
I was a musical guy in elementary school.
I was as well.
I was Sebastian in The Little Mermaid.
Were you?
Oh.
Yes.
Under
I was
the sea.
Rooster and Annie. Those are two of my favorites.
Okay.
But
I was in one play, and I don't even think we could call it a play because it was like maybe 5th grade. But I was Danny in Grease.
oh wow.
Yeah. I wasn't supposed
Get
to be
the leather
but-
jacket and
well,
everything.
I had and I had long, slicked back hair at that time. Like I would literally like
Oh, that's funny.
gel the hair back, and they were saying you're the only kid that gels his hair back in the good year of maybe 2011, or maybe later. This one's going to be mishandled by Booth on the mound and allow Garrett McGovern the reach on the error to lead things off here in the 4th, as I'm still talking about my 5th grade play while the baseball game's going. Let's get back to the topic on hand, but it's the 3rd straight inning where Danbury's had a leadoff base runner.
Yeah, and Booth just kind of rushed it, shuffling towards first, getting ready to make the toss. He had more time than he thought, and instead allows for the leadoff man and McGovern to get aboard.
That brings up Brian Martin, who had an RBI double his last time up. McGovern on first. Is that offering runs away for ball 1?
There's a lot of pressure on this Newport pitching staff to keep this game right where it's at because a 2-run lead, a 2-run deficit versus a 3-run deficit just feels so different.
1-0. This is chopped toward third. Trammell moves in to second for 1, on to first. Not in time. Martin able to beat it out, but a heads-up play from Trammell at third, and it gave Cloud a chance to turn 2.
Yeah, good play at the hot corner by Trammell, rushing in on that. Able to get the lead runner, and yeah, Cloud had a chance to possibly get Martin at first, but credit to the right fielder for hustling down the line to break up what could have been a 5-4-3.
A 1 out and 1 on, and the lineup card will flip for a third time to Kyle Garbowski. 1 for 2 today, single and a stolen base back in the second. As Brandon Booth tries to work through more of these middle innings. First pitch heater gets there for strike 1.
Yeah, Brandon Booth, he's been great out of the bullpen so far. He's really just eaten up a couple of innings for Newport. You can't really ask for all too much more. Someone to weather the storm after the Westerners had that 4-run explosion in the top of the second.
0-1, this is the Cloud at second. He'll step on the bag. The throw, not in time again. Garbowski able to beat it out. Caden Cloud, a busy customer over at second base, but just couldn't find the play at first in time for the double play.
Yeah, Garbowski, a lot of speed to him out of the box, so not an easy guy to turn 2 against, but Cloud trying to take it to the bag himself and do it unassisted, but just not enough time.
That's why I said I'd take Garbowski at receiver. Got the height, got the speed, got the hands.
I wanted to say this while he was at bat, but he's got a really nice mustache. I think he might be a mustache reserve on the all-mustache team.
He's been growing it out as the season has
Really?
gone on. I think he's starting to like playoff beard it, but instead it's a playoff stash.
I like it.
It's a good one. There's the one guy on Bristol, Sam Schmidt.
Oh yeah.
With the
Schmidt's got a good one.
That's a great one. That's a great
He
stash.
just went home, actually.
Did
He's
he?
done for the summer. Yeah,
Wow.
I was there for his last game.
It's like the MVS, the most valuable stash.
Yeah.
For Newport, it's really only Zane Stahl, I think, that rocks one.
2-0 to count to Aiden Stern at the dish.
Who on this Gulls roster would look the strangest with facial hair?
With a stash?
Or even, any sort of facial hair.
I feel like if Caden Cloud had a blonde stash, that would throw me off.
Or Gandy, yeah. I couldn't imagine a lot of the guys, actually.
2-0's fouled off.
Oh, and quick reaction from the man on deck down there.
Gavin Donahue caught that ball on a couple hops right at him.
I'll tell you, Mass would rock one. John Mass could grow out a nice mustache.
John Mass, one of the most interesting characters on this Gulls team. We asked, or the social media team asked him what he would bring to a deserted island. He said, my pre-workout so I can stay wired.
That was it.
That was his choice.
He had three. We said you could bring 3 things. He said, I just need pre-workout.
Man will build a raft so quickly. You don't even know he was stranded.
won't even realize it. Runner goes, pitches in there for a strike. The throw is offline, so Garbowski's into scoring position with the swipe bag, but the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Stern.
A real good jump by Garbowski. Very similar to what we saw to Devin Zyrus during the bottom of the third. Just a really strong jump off of first. Echeverria really had no chance, even with a strong throw down to second, to make it a close play.
2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Booth gets the strikeout here in the 4th and is up to 3 on the day. Well, we'll head to the bottom half of the frame. 4-2, Danbury still out in front. The Gulls look for a response here on NECBL+.
Most people spend their time trying to fit in. Not me. I want to be all in. I want to be in too deep, in the moment, in the center of it all, in the room where it happens. In it to make a difference every single moment of every single day. So grit your teeth and smile. Be ready to take on adversity. Be ready to transform the world. Ready for whatever life has in store. So, you in?
The motoring event of the year returns. The All-Dream Newport Concours and Motor Week, October 1st through 4th. Witness breathtaking automobiles against a stunning backdrop of coastline and historic venues. From celebrated events like the Gathering and Concours d'Elegance to the all-new Supercar and Hypercar Concours, and free access to the Concours Village. There's something for all to enjoy. Join us in our chair Jay Leno in celebrating automotive excellence, luxury, and community. Tickets on sale now.
A couple of fans enjoying the ball game out here in Newport. You know, it's not a Friday night at 6:30 p.m., but busting out the chicken dance is always a lot of fun, even if it's, 3:20 on a Tuesday out here in Newport?
It's chicken dance o'clock somewhere.
You're right? That's exactly. You know what? Put that on a T-shirt. I'd buy it. On a hat, maybe a Zephyr cap. What's the word on Zephyr caps getting me? It's time for the chicken dance hat.
I would be down.
I'd be down.
We never came. No, we were supposed to come up with by now. When you said it, I remember it. We were supposed to come up with a rivalry name for the Westerners and Gulls.
Oh, we were supposed to. We were supposed to do
that. We got to get it before the last game. When I come to Danbury, I'll have one in mind.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it in the back of my mind. I'm gonna try to get you one by the end of the broadcast. I'm feeling confident. That's going to drop below the zone. Ball 1 to Ernie Echeverria, who singled his first time up.
And Ernie came in a little later in the season, has had to step into a little larger role with the injury to Adam Broski.
A liner to short. Gavin Donahue's got it. Throw the first. And that one's in time. Quickly went away.
Because, I mean, now the rivalry seems to be bigger than ever.
It's getting closer and closer.
Stern and Cloud.
Yeah.
Both competing now. It feels like both media teams are going at it the rest of the week.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to see how that race ends up going.
Yeah.
I mean, the polls are going to be
There's something like
going.
900 comments on it now.
I think it broke 1,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Great engagement for the NECBL. Make sure you cast your vote for who you want to send to the All-Star game by following the NECBL on all platforms at the NECBL, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you might get your news updates. Did he go? No, he did not. And Brandon Larson's ahead 2-0. Chopped again towards short. Donahue, a little bit of a tougher play, but the throw is in time again. Back-to-back groundouts have retired 2 Gulls in a row.
You know what they say about the fundamentals. You don't practice it until you can get it right. You practice it until you can't get it wrong. And the safe hands showing that. Whipped that one out yesterday, Harry. You remember
I like that? There we go. That never misses.
Okay. I threw it on our good friend ChatGPT real quick to see what some good ones. The Gulls and the Gunslingers.
I like
Gulls
that.
v. Gunslingers is good. Or Wings v. Westies.
Oh, those are both good. I like both of
I like
those.
both of them.
Huh.
I like the Gulls and the Gunslingers is kind of fun.
Yeah.
0-1 to Ryan Jaros, who hits this one towards second. Prezano has to use the bare hand to keep it in the glove, but his sidearm flip the first is in time. 3 groundouts is how the Gulls go down in the 4th, and Harry Tidwell will have you the rest of the way through. 5, 6, and 7 coming up here from Newport.
Every pitch, every hit, every moment that matters. From youth baseball to the professional leagues, this is where the next generation of players takes the field. The passion, the intensity, the pursuit of greatness. From future stars to unforgettable moments, every game tells a story, live and on demand all season long. Watch the future of the game unfold. Watch on HomeTeamLive.com.
Gulls versus Gunslingers live on NECBL Plus. To look at our fabulous camera crew on the first base dugout, Veronica Borelli and Matthew Benestad singing along, and
there it is.
The clouds have opened up seemingly out of nowhere. You saw that live on the camera. Just completely the rain droplets pouring from the heavens. And we'll see how that affects the rest of this contest. A 4-2 ball game after 4 innings of play. Braden Booth back out there for the Newport Gulls. It seemed like the rain, as soon as it started, seemingly stopping right away.
Well, I was going to make the joke of, all right, well, how long till we hear a Clearance Clearwater Revival song of either Who'll Stop the Rain or Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Turns out we might not hear either just yet, because the rain decided to stop. So somebody stopped the rain. I still don't know who, but
I don't know if you just saw that handshake between Gus Gandy and Caden Cloud at the bottom left of your TV screen, but I swear those two are as smooth as buttering biscuits out there. They do it better than anybody. The chemistry that this Newport Gulls squad has up the middle reminds me of me and Carter Holubesco up here in the booth. Not to make you feel like a third wheel, Luca, but
no, it's okay. I get
Carter, I mean, we wore the matching outfits today. The light blue jacket, the khaki pants.
You know, I should have worn the same one I wore the first time I came. We would have been
perfect.
All three.
We call this the Three Musketeers up here. First pitch is a called strike home. The 0-1 waving a whiff on the outside part of the plate from Gavin Donahue as the righty shortstop quickly falls behind 0-2.
I don't think I've ever seen rain come and go that quickly. I can't get over that.
A nice little shower.
Yeah.
Like a sprinkler when it's making its
turn the faucet
yeah.
up.
Braden Booth just misses upstairs. Thought he had strike 3. Instead, it's ball 1.
You know, we can't rule out the possibility that the fire department behind us just decide to test one of their hoses.
Hey, the door is open to the firehouse right now. That could have been it.
The 1-2 fly ball to center field sends Devin Zyrus backwards at the wall, and he got it. A home run for Gavin Donahue. Off the 1-2 count, crushes that one over the left center field wall. The Danbury Westerners lead 5-2 in the top of the 5th.
What I tell you back in the first, he hit one all the way to center field that had Devin Zyrus knock down the center field camera. The ball was flying off his bat during BP and to that exact spot, dead center over the wall for the solo shot here in the 5th.
Mashed it to deep left center field. Another fly ball that way. Exact same spot. Zyrus not going to get there. It's down in the gap. The throw into second, not in time. Back-to-back pitches. The Westerners getting absolutely all of. Prezano slides into second safely. A man on second now with still no outs in a 5-2 ball game.
And I don't know what it is today. Something's telling me it's the Teddy Cashman effect as the first base coach today. The outfielder turned first base coach with that bright red helmet down the first base line, and he's sending everybody for extra base hits.
Well, it's the top of the 5th, and I think there's only one trivia question to go with the way that the Westerners have brought out the power bats. I'm looking for which MLB team has the single season record for home runs in a season, and it's actually a tie between 2 ball clubs. So if you give me either of them, you could be today's winner. Pitch runs inside to Ronan Donahue. So the third baseman will take a trot over to first base via the free pass, and Braden Booth's outing taking quite the turn quite quickly. 2 runners on, no outs. He's already surrendered 1 run in the inning. And with Jack Ludy at the plate, things could go to bad to worse before you know it.
That's a good question.
I
like that one.
I'm thinking long and hard.
Ludy showing bunt, and a fastball up and in for ball 1.
It's all time, you're saying?
All time. Well, most
Single
home runs in a
season.
single season, yes.
I don't know if you know this, Luca, but I might. Well, my music knowledge, I think is pretty good. My baseball knowledge is.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Yes, a little down in the dumps. That's okay.
Well, I'm trying to think of like old ballpark. If it's all time, like old ballparks.
Who's Barry Bonds played for?
The Giants.
Giants.
But you got to think of teams that had power hitters. Like, I really want to say the Red Sox. As like basic as I feel like that seems.
Poppy.
No, even before that.
You got some time to think about it. Don't worry. And the way the Westerners are hitting, this could be a long top of the 5th. We'll see if Booth can settle in as he gets a strike after the Ludy foul ball left side. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. 2 runners on, no outs. Pitch home from Booth, misses outside.
I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to say the Boston Red Sox. That's my answer.
You don't got to pencil it until the home half.
I don't?
Take your time. Take your time. Really think about this.
You're gonna confuse me, man. I'm gonna get all distracted now.
Like, how far back are we talking? Are we talking like the 1800s? Like, is it one of those seasons?
No, this is live ball. This is live ball.
Okay.
2-1, grounded right side and foul. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You wonder how much of a leash there is left for Braden Booth, entering his 4th inning of relief work. Entered all the way back in the 2nd. Called strike 3, got him with the breaking ball for out number 1.
Yeah, needed to find an out and just works that breaking ball in on Ludy, completely froze him.
And a very emphatic punch out there from the man behind the dish. Really getting into it. Looked like a Mortal Kombat punch, a little Falcon punch. I like that a lot.
So now 1 out with 2 runners on as Jack Edmonds stands in and a ground ball sneaks through the left side. A run will score in Gavin Donahue. An RBI single from Jack Edmonds on the very first pitch that he saw. Excuse me, now is Prezano coming in to score. Number 8, not number 6. Makes it a 6-2 ball game, so the 4-run lead back for the Danbury Westerners as they're once again seemingly in full control.
There's one thing that this team's been preaching over their winning ways recently, and I'll say it as Noel Rivera, who unfortunately picked up an injury, so he's on the bench for the foreseeable future. The way he likes to say it is backside everything. That's exactly what Jack Edmonds gets there for the single.
Runner goes, throw to second. Edmonds is nailed. Ronan Donahue advances into third safely. Ronan got a really good jump.
Very good.
Edmonds probably should have put on the brakes.
Thought he was going to.
He was dead to rights, yeah.
I mean, looked like he didn't start going until Donahue was already almost at the third base
I wonder
bag.
if he thought maybe he didn't see the sign
Yeah.
and then he had to go, but Echeverria got him by a solid 3 feet. The 0-1 misses down low.
Yeah, I know you were doing trying to fit the words into the broadcast.
Yeah, we banged
today.
them all out.
Yeah, you banged them all out.
Make sure to go follow our socials. You'll see
Do
that
it.
video up later.
A lot of fun. Noel Rivera asked me to get that backside one into the call today, so
there you go.
We were both on a little bit of a mission.
A little sneaky. Didn't make the list, but when we were talking to Johnny's pitcher Victor Frederick over there, what was it? The Long Island Sports Fanatic. It was every trip.
Every trip. That's what they say. 1-2 with 2 outs. Booth trying to work out of the inning. The pitch home is tapped straight down at the plate. Bounces off the back of McGovern, and we'll do it again. Yeah, I'll tell you what such a pleasure is, Luca, is getting to know the players.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
And they're all great guys from all across the country that offer so much insight about the game. The 1-2 Got him swinging strike 3. A devastating breaking ball from Braden Booth. But 2 runs come across for the Danbury Westerners, making a 6-2 contest after 4.5 innings of play. We'll head to the home half on NECBL Plus.
Stadionic's primary goal is to maximize fan safety and amplify the fan experience so that you or your client get exactly what you envision.
Welcome into beautiful Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's downright gorgeous.
Home half of the 5th on NECBL Plus. You can see the water droplets on your screen. We'll see how long the precipitation holds off for after the skies completely opened up for a couple of seconds. It appears to be dry. We're, of course, covered by the canopy above the backstop, but only time will tell. A 7-inning contest today between the Westerners and Newport Gulls. It was supposed to be a doubleheader for the Danbury Westerners, but their second game against the Ocean State Waves instead canceled. A new arm on the mound, the senior out of Eastern Carolina, with more on the righty. Luca Mucciardi, take it away.
And Jackson DiLorenzo coming off 4 years at ECU, currently in the transfer portal, but a 10.38 ERA and 4 1/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts to just 4 walks, and his first outing really wasn't as good as he may have wanted. Since then, has been a very, very solid middle relief arm for these Danbury Westerners, and we'll be looking probably to get an inning, maybe an inning and a half out of him here before you go toward the back door of that bullpen.
All right, well, we got to get back into the trivia before the action resumes. The question, for those of you just joining us, is which MLB team has the single season record for most home runs in a year? Carter, we'll start with you.
Can I give you a team and not a season? Not a specific
just a
season?
team. Give me a team.
All
That's
right.
fine.
I'm torn. I feel like this is one of those ones where I don't really have a good idea, so I'm just going to go with a team that I have a strange attraction to, and that's the Oakland Athletics.
It's not a bad guess.
Okay.
Like that.
Anthony has our scorer, Anthony, says the 2023 Braves and also the 2019 Yankees and Twins might be close. Luca,
The Twins is a good guess.
Do you like any of those?
I was gonna say the Boston Red Sox as my team. Now I'm thinking it's a crazy shout, but the Texas Rangers are calling to me for some reason.
Texas Rangers. Well, while you two were both incorrect, Anthony absolutely nailed that question.
Wow.
2023 Braves and 2019 Minnesota Twins, both with 307, and the team 1 home run behind the 2019 New York Yankees.
Oh, God.
He wiped out the top of the board.
That is, every time I come here, your ball knowledge just, it befounds me, it bewilders me.
Now, I remember that 2019 race vividly because I'm a Yankees fan.
Right.
My dad's a Twins fan.
Really?
That was the year there was that crazy 10-inning extra inning game between the Twins and Yankees that ended with the Aaron Hicks diving catch.
Yes.
I don't know if that's too much ball knowledge for the fans at home, but that was the craziest game I've ever seen in my life. Twins team, they had like Max Kepler.
Yeah.
Back in his juicing. I don't know if he started juicing then, but eventually caught for all of that no-no business. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Upstairs.
You know what else is weird? That's a weird, Target Field's a weird ballpark to hit so many homers in.
Who was the big other, Miguel Sano?
Miguel Sano was there,
He
yeah.
was on that team.
Was that still the Joe Mauer Twins at that point?
No, Mauer was
Mauer
gone.
was gone
Mauer was
already,
gone.
right?
2 balls, 2 strikes. Home to Mershon. Misses up and away. The count runs full.
Shows you how much I know about the American
And
League.
the Yankees had like Torres, Sanchez,
Gleyber
Hicks,
Torres.
Judge. They had some power bats. Some guys that could really swing it.
Gleyber Day.
I think Didi was still there at that point as well. 3-2. Got him swinging strike 3. Fastball at the top of the zone. Mershon can't catch up to it. And DiLorenzo has his first out before turning back over to the top of the order, the third time through the order for the Newport Gulls. Gus Gandy, who's 0 for 2 today, will try and get a rally going. Newport with only 8 outs left to work with.
I'm missing his walk-up song. I'm missing hearing the "Say My Name, Say My Name." Ooh. Hands at home.
Maybe you
I kind of wanted you to keep going.
Chills, Carter. Chills. Gandy lines one foul left side into the bullpen.
I got really excited thinking we were going to get like
karaoke.
The whole chorus going. Is that your karaoke tune? It might have to
This
be.
came up in the booth when the Keene Swamp Bats came to town. Was your go-to karaoke song?
That I gotta have an half inning think.
It
about
depends
that
what
one.
mood I'm in.
Exactly.
It switches by mood.
That's fair.
Somebody gave me a good one the other day, and they said "Gives You Hell" by the All American Rejects,
that's
which is a
good.
fun
What a
one.
song.
My friends and I have been known to do. It just escaped me now. I just had one. Well, I'll come back to it.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
What was it?
Sticks across the board. Pitch home. Gandy fouls it straight backwards for strike number 2. DiLorenzo trying to sit down back-to-back Newport Gulls via the way of the K. If he could sneak one past number 5, Gus Gandy, right here. Mine, if I'm with my friends, is I want it that way.
That's a good one.
If I'm singing by myself, has to be something Bruno Mars.
My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. That's the one we were in.
1-2, and he got him looking for strike 3. DiLorenzo goes right back to the top of the zone, and Gandy doesn't get the bat off the shoulder. So outs 1 and 2, both via the way of the K. Newport at risk of going down 1-2-3. Devin Zyrus up there. He's 1 for 1 on his day. He's worked a couple of really strong at-bats. We'll see if he can start a little 2-out rally.
I'm thinking a song that I've always wanted to sing, but I don't think I've really got.
And Zyrus chucks the bat all the way over towards first. Jeez. When do you see that? Kyle Garbowski had to get out of the way of that piece of lumber.
Dude, we got some extra tar for the bat in the dugout?
I don't know if that goes down as a strike or an assassination attempt.
Well, if you thought that one, was bad. Gavin Donahue had one 2 weeks ago out in Danbury that cleared the fence and got to about the 11th row of the bleachers. Like, people had to scatter out of the way. Look at that. I mean, that thing went flying.
Switched out the gloves after that. I wonder if...
Yeah, some more of the sticky spray.
Now the orange gloves on instead of the blue. I wonder if that has anything to do with things. He put everything into that. That shows you how powerful Devin Zyrus' swing is. To let that bat go and have it reach to the edge of the back half of the infield.
What'd that bat do to you, Devin? Why are you so mad?
No balls, 1 strike. Home from DiLorenzo. Skipped in for ball 1.
I think I have my answer.
Yeah, I wanted to get back to your answer here.
I think the song that I like to sing, although it might be a little bit out of my vocal range, is a Dirty Little Secret.
Yeah, it's another All-American Reject song.
Such a good song.
The 1-1, a big wave upstairs as Zyrus falls behind 1-2. That's a good one, Carter.
That's a good
It's
one.
like the pop rock.
Yeah,
which
pop
is
rock's always a good. Pop rock's
yes.
always a good choice when it comes to karaoke.
Got to do something that gets the people going. The 1-2 and misses low and inside. The count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Deuces go wild in the bottom of the 5th. In a 6-2 contest in favor of the Danbury Westerners, looking for their first win against the Newport Gulls this season. Trying to find it at the biggest time. The 2-2 is tapped foul in between Devin Zyrus' legs, and we'll do it again.
And I'm taking a glance out to left center. I'm seeing when the Red Sox win, kids eat free. And how about those Red Sox?
They've been eating good as of late,
Wow.
those kids. I mean, 14 straight. The 2-2 up and away. Count runs full. Second at bat in a row. Devin Zyrus has worked a full count.
Again.
Yeah. Both times he started behind as well. 1-2 this time. It was an 0-2 count his last time up. Payoff pitch home from DiLorenzo is on the inside, ball 4. Zyrus works his second walk of the ball game. He's reached base all 3. So after a not so strong start with the flying bat, He recovers nicely, works his way aboard, and we'll see if the Newport Gulls can continue the 2-out rally with Caden Cloud at the plate. You can scan the QR code on your screen to go for Caden Cloud into the NECBL All-Star Game being held in Sanford this season. Make sure to go vote for your South Division nominee just by typing their name into the comments. First pitch to Cloud, misses low and away for ball 1. And I think both of these guys, Stern, you mentioned earlier, a guy that thought he deserved it based off his high on base percentage. And I think Cloud, if it weren't for Tristan Salinas and Gus Gandy being two of the best middle infielders in the entire NECBL, he would have a much better chance as well. Runner goes, pitches a called strike, throw to third, not in time. The backstop for the Westerners and McGovern thought maybe third time's the charm. We'd be able to catch Zyrus, but a perfect 3-for-3 day in terms of swiping bags for the speedy center fielder.
Yeah, I mean, that's just game-changing. You're able to get free 90 feet every time. He took third the last time he was on base. Might see him try it again here. Newport looking for any type of run support.
The 1-0 home to Cloud is upstairs, but Cloud goes chasing at it and comes up empty-handed. The count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Zyrus off of second. Newport trying to inch back into this ball game, chasing 4 runs with 7 more outs to work with.
And with a guy as quick as Zyrus, it's got to be a toll on a pitcher to ensure he's staying put.
1-1 misses up. Yeah, Zyrus has been so effective on the base paths that it starts to get in the pitcher's head a little bit.
That's in the back of your mind,
you
for sure.
You got to focus on him a little bit more with how successful that he's been. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch shown from De Lorenzo, and he got him swinging strike 3. In his first inning of relief, Jackson De Lorenzo strikes out the side, leaves Devin Zyrus stranded at second base. A 6-2 ball game in favor of the Westerners. Top of the 6th up next on NECBL Plus. Gulls choosing to ride it with Braden Booth after he surrendered 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Back out there for the 6th inning as well. Booth has gone 3 2/3 innings so far. He's surrendered 2 earned runs off of 4 hits, no walks to 5 Ks. The Westerners bats though they've found a lot of power today. You look at the extra base hit numbers. So far 5 doubles, a home run as well. And there's a bunny. Munching on, maybe that's a carrot, I don't know what that is.
Pepper or something out there?
Eating good though.
Eating good, nibbling away.
Is that can't be in the field of play, right? Where's the rabbit
where
at?
that is. Behind the bullpen.
Okay.
Joe Dupuy getting that shot. Nature at its finest, people.
We had to make sure the bunny was okay, right? We don't want anything happening.
There's a lot of bunnies around Newport.
That makes sense. That
There's
checks
a lot,
out.
Like around my apartments that I'm in for the summer, they give me a heart attack every night I get home late from the bus rides home. I'm walking.
They jump out at you?
I'll hear them jumping, and I'll think that someone trying to sneak up on me. It's just a little bunny. Ryan Martin set to lead things off, followed by the top of the order in Garbowski and Stern. So just like the Gulls had it in the bottom of the 5th, 9-1-2. Due up for the Danbury Westerners. The first pitch, a called strike in at the knees. 0-1. misses low. Count evens up.
And you know, speaking of bunnies, there are a few guys on this Gulls team. I don't have much Danbury knowledge, but Cade Brown notably has some bunnies with his horizontal leap yesterday.
Fly ball to left center field. Novak working his way over, diving. He's not going to get there. All the way to the wall. The throw into second, not in time. Another leadoff base runner for the Danbury Westerners, and once again, in a loud way, Ryan Martin, a leadoff double, sends one the other way to deep left center field. Novak almost making what would have been an incredible grab, but instead, that might do it for Braden Booth's day. Mike Coombs heading out to the mound, and the manager, will he point down to the bullpen? Yes, he does. So the third arm for the Newport Gulls went through the ball game, a 6-2 contest in favor of the Westerners, and we're running out of time. Only 2 innings left to play. Stick with us on NECBL Plus.
Looking to show off your Newport Gulls pride? Swing by the Goalie Shop, your official home for Gulls gear. From t-shirts and hoodies to hats and limited edition merch, we've got everything you need to rep Newport in style. Located right inside historic Cardines Field, or shop online anytime at newportgulls.com and click on the Goalie Shop. Don't miss out, grab your gear today and join the best fans in summer baseball. The Goalie Shop, where Gulls fans gear up.
Every pitch, every hit, every moment that matters. From youth baseball to the professional leagues, this is where the next generation of players takes the field. The passion, the intensity, the pursuit of greatness. From future stars to unforgettable moments, every game tells a story, live and on demand all season long. Watch the future of the game unfold. Watch on HomeTeamLive.com.
Coleman, the third arm of the ball game for the Newport Gulls on the left-handed side, a 10.97 ERA across just under 11 innings pitched on the year, 10 Ks to 9 walks, and he'll be tasked with trying to keep it a 4-run ball game. Ryan Martin kicked off the inning with a double to left center, so he stands at second with the top of the order, and Garbowski and then Stern standing on deck. Danbury with a 4-run lead. Everything from this point on just feels like a cherry on top. If the Gulls want any chance at coming back in what's just a 7-inning contest, they can't really afford to give the Westerners any more of a cushion to work with. Garbowski now, you look at his day at the plate so far, pretty strong for the first baseman, the NECBL All-Star as well. 1 for 3. Coleman looks back at second. The lefty's first pitch shown. Garbowski showing bunt, gets it down perfectly. Echeverria takes it, throw to first, not in time. Oh, they got him. They call him out. I'll tell you, it looked like Garbowski got there in time. We'll take a look at the replay. Echeverria swooping on in. I don't know, Luca.
Yeah, it's about as bang-bang as you can get. Thought Garbowski snuck the foot in, but you know, you see it more often than not. They give the benefit of the doubt to the fielders on those plays, it seems. So,
especially on a nice play by
by
Echeverria.
Exactly, and at the end of the day, it would have been nice to get on first with your Garbowski, but you did the job. You moved the runner from second to third for Aiden Stern.
The job a whole lot easier for Stern now with Martin just 90 feet away. The infield for the Gulls forced to move up. First pitch is a called strike on the inner half. Coleman out of Kentucky, lefty on lefty. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball at the top of the zone is fouled off left side. And me and Will Coleman, we talked about the All-Star voting, it feels like all day, but teammates with Caden Cloud, the Newport nominee, and we've posted a reel, or they're posting a reel where Coleman's agreed to do whatever the top comment says.
Really?
If Cloud goes to Sanford. I told them I'd join him. A called strike 3 on the outer part of the plate. Just catching the zone. Stern doesn't like it, pleading his case to the home plate umpire. But he'll retreat back to the Danbury dugout after Coleman picks up out number 2. And when you're working lefty on lefty and you work the fastball horizontally across the plate, that's never a easy pitch to hit. Will Coleman pounding the zone, picks up strike 1.
Can I ask what is the most commented thing on that post?
I don't think they've posted it yet if it's not up on the Instagram.
Gotcha.
It's coming that way, though. We'll see. Luca Mucciardi will definitely hop in there.
Listen, you're going to give me that type of power to see Harry Tidwell possibly do something funny on the Newport Gulls Instagram. I will do everything in my power to make that happen.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Coleman kicks and fires a fly ball right side over towards the warehouse and out of play. Luckily, Coleman, he's already got a buzz cut, so nobody would ask him to do that because
I think
if there's one thing I need, it's my hair, Luca. That's all I got going for me.
I think you need to slip and slide across the tarp should there be a rain delay. I feel like that's
full suit and tie.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna do that, but sure, if you're gonna make that the case, then yeah.
The 0-2 is chopped foul left side, and we'll do it again. Gavin Donahue.
No, Harry, you and Will Coleman both. I love both of you, but I would love to see a Will Coleman Slim Shady version. So he's matching his Kentucky team.
Oh, he's got to bleach it?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, Harry Tidwell has to bleach it as well. That might be the comment.
No balls, 2 strikes. Just off the outer corner of the plate.
Maybe some frosted tips.
Oh, that's some swagger. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Coleman working on Gavin Donahue. Breaking ball home, throws him for strike 3. After the leadoff double from Ryan Martin, Will Coleman comes on in and shuts things down, sends the next 3 Westerners batters down, and keeps it a 6-2 ball game as we head to the home half of the 6th on any CBL Plus.
Looking to show off your Newport Gulls pride? Swing by the Goalie Shop, your official home for Gulls gear. From t-shirts and hoodies to hats and limited edition merch, we've got everything you need to rep Newport in style. Located right inside historic Cardines Field, or shop online anytime at newportgulls.com and click on the Goalie Shop. Don't miss out, grab your gear today and join the best fans in summer baseball. The Goalie Shop, where Gulls fans gear up.
Well, it's not every day you get to see a home run derby contestant on the mound, but that's the case right here, right now. Michael Delph, a recent Sanford commit, will try and continue shutting down the Newport bats with more on the righty, Luca Mucciardi.
Yeah, Michael Delph, who's kind of been part of a 1-2 punch at the back end of ball games for the Westerners recently, himself and Simon Yoakum. You just mentioned he's going to be in the Derby on Sunday because he's a 2-way prospect, formerly at West Point, now at Sanford. But on the pitching side of things, a 2-1 record with the save, as you see, a 2.63 ERA, and that great number, 16 strikeouts to just 3 walks over just shy of 14 innings of work. It's a guy who this team has really trusted late in games. Went through an inning and 2/3 his last time out against the North Adams Steeplecats on July the 19th. A strikeout in there as well. So trying to get through this 6th inning and see how long the leash is on him, if he tries to work into the 7th potentially, or if it is that 1-2 of Delph to Yoakum for these Westerners tonight.
Delph will face back-to-back lefties to kick things off, and Novak in the switch-hitting Braxton Trammell, followed by catcher Ernie Echeverria. Newport chasing 4, running out of time in the bottom of the 6th. Novak has a hit on his day. Slash one the other way down the left field line. His first time up, 1 for 2 altogether. First pitch from Delph misses outside for ball 1. Novak was a crucial part of Newport's postseason run last year. He's a guy that really turned things up down the stretch, and he was NECBL honor roll last week. He's had another a handful of strong performances to begin this week as well. Delph quickly falls behind 2-0. Pitch home. Catches the outside for strike 1.
You can see the droplets are starting to come back down, and I don't like to be the one to report this, but heavy rain expected to enter the area any minute now.
We shall see. Pitch in the dirt moves the count to 3 balls and 1 strike to number 3-1, Ryan Novak. And this could easily be Newport's last hurrah with the way the weather map is looking. This game is official at this point, so the goals it'd be a win for the Westerners if precipitation were to arrive and ultimately end in the ending of this contest. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count full to Ryan Novak, the leadoff man in the top of the 6th. Pitch home from Delph, fouled off into the netting, and we'll do it again.
Ryan Novak, an attendee of Miami, Ohio, and how about that March Madness run in college basketball season that they had last year?
Yeah.
When they start 30-0?
31-0. They didn't lose to the conference tournament.
Like Ryan Novak.
There you go. Well, Novak goes down swinging at the breaking ball, way out in front, and Delph has his first out of his relief work. It is a funny coincidence that Novak would wear number 31, the same as the Miami, Ohio win streak. Braxton Trammell now, the switch hitter, batting from the left side, 0 for 2 today. Pops one up. Home run in an elevator shaft on the left side of the infield. Donahue moving over and wraps it in leather for out number 2. So Trammell's at bat, last just 1 pitch and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 6th. As the Newport Bats have frankly just been stifled. Just 3 hits on the day compared to the Westerners' 10, at risk of dropping their first ball game of the year to the Westerners. And it just continues to be that pattern of up and down, up and down. Newport put together a strong offensive performance last night. They just cashed in on every single opportunity. But tonight, haven't even really got their runners on base to do so. It seems like only really Devin Zyrus has found his way on and found his way around.
Yeah, and that second inning is the only frame where Newport has brought up more than 4 hitters in the inning. It's been 4 or less in every other column so far.
The 0-1 in the dirt, and you thought maybe this would be a day where it'd be the opposite. The Westerners having to have the early wake up, get on a bus at 8 a.m. You maybe expect them to be a little sluggish, but instead Newport, who reported to the field around 10:30 or so, have found little to no offense through the first 6 frames. Echeverria lines one down the left field line and off a pitcher in the bullpen. Mickey McClaskey takes it like a champ, pops up out of the chair, tosses it on in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Delph trying to send the goals down 1-2-3, something that has happened already a number of times today. 1-2. Did he go around? A check at first. Echeverria held up in time.
And Echeverria, mentioned this one yesterday, but Luca, I think you'd find this amusing. Actually changed his walk-up song after the very first game. It was playing in here just a moment ago before he cheats by Carrie Underwood.
I love it. I love it. It's a great one.
2-2, got him swinging for strike 3. The Danbury Westerners pitching continues to be strong all afternoon long. A 6-2 lead for the Westerners after 6 innings of play. The final inning, the 7th, up next on NECBL Plus.
Most people spend their time trying to fit in. Not me. I want to be all in. I want to be in too deep, in the moment, in the center of it all, in the room where it happens. In it to make a difference every single moment of every single day. So grit your teeth and smile. Be ready to take on adversity. Be ready to transform the world. Ready for whatever life has in store. So, you in?
The motoring event of the year returns, the All-Dream Newport Concours and Motor Week, October 1st through 4th. Witness breathtaking automobiles against the stunning backdrop of coastline and historic venues. From celebrated events like the Gathering and Concours d'Elegance to the all-new Supercar and Hypercar Concours, and free access to the Concours Village. There's something for all to enjoy. Join us in our chair Jay Leno in celebrating automotive excellence, luxury, and community. Tickets on sale now.
Gearing up for the top of the 7th, the last inning of today's 7-inning contest. The Danbury Westerners with a 6-2 lead, out hitting the Gulls 10-3. Will Coleman waiting for Ernie Echeverria to get loose. The rain starting to come down just a little bit. Danbury has just been in full control. We'll see if there's any Cardines magic in the air. Maybe that's what the rain brings.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's exactly what Newport needed.
Some Cardines magic. Only time will tell. Time will tell if we get through this entire inning. I mean, Newport's not in a good spot in that
they're the bottom
have to
half.
Score 4 to continue, and to score 4, you got to have the time to do so.
Right.
And we don't know how much longer this game has left, time-wise. And you know that the Westerners are going to be fighting to get this game over due to the conditions any way they can.
Right, this team's not going to just be trying to put insurance runs on. They're going to say, well, guys, we can lace together a couple of hits here. The rain might keep coming, and this one might be under wraps without giving the Gulls another chance to score.
Number 3, Joe Ronan Donahue leads off for the Danbury Westerners, followed by Jack Ludy and Jack Edmonds.
And I think they're going to come off the field here.
Yeah, they're going to take the players off the field.
It's coming down.
Broadcast operations team at game day operations team at Cardines Field is going to rush the tarp on with some of the assistance of the players as well. And we'll see where this game heads as the bullpens rush across the fields.
Yeah, this one.
This could be all she wrote.
I don't see any more baseball going on here today, Harry, with the way this is coming down. I don't want to be that guy, but the rain has arrived.
The rain has arrived indeed, and doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. Thank you for staying with us on NECBL Plus alongside Luca Mucciardi and Carter Holubesco. I'm Harry Tidgewell, and this could be a 6-2 final in favor of Danbury. Luca Mucciardi might get to head home a little bit earlier. And what have been the takeaways so far, guys?
I think for Newport, it's exactly what you said before the game. It's consistency. You can't have one game where you're riding super high and then just come crashing down next time you take the field. So I think just really finding out how to string together some games is the key for the Gulls as we approach the postseason.
And Luca, if this game does go final, like it seems like it may, Danbury, they're going to be in a playoff spot for the current moment. They're going to have a chance to keep competing to play into August, play into the postseason.
And
if a crucial game against the Ocean State Waves tomorrow, how important is that?
Yeah, that's going to be critical with everybody back in action. And if my math doesn't deceive me, which it often does being a comm student and all, the win today for Danbury would jump them a whole game, I believe, for being a divisional opponent. So they might jump into 7th in the NECBL over Keene and Bristol with the win.
Wow, yeah, there you go.
So that how important does that become? Regardless, it doesn't matter if it's 7th, 8th. Tomorrow, the Danbury Westerners will pull up to Rogers Park and be playing in a playoff position, which is going to be an interesting way to see how the last week and a half of the season ends up shaking out for all of these teams.
Well, we're going to toss to a quick break. We'll be back with an update on this current situation in Newport when we return on NECBL Plus. Welcome you back on NECBL Plus, and the tarp on the field. The clouds have opened, the rain's still coming down. This game looks like it might be over sooner rather than later. Danbury Westerners leading 6-2. The score would be final if the game were to be canceled due to weather. Alongside Luca Mucciardi and Carter Holubesco, I'm Harry Tidgell. We thank you for those of you still sticking with us on NECBL Plus. I'm sure you're hopping back and forth between something else and just looking at the tarp on the field, but we'll have more updates as we go along. Luca, what do you speak about Danbury's pitching today?
Yeah, you know what? One of the big spots about this team that now it's going to have won 8 of their last 11 games has been the bullpen, how good the bullpen has been. And even when they go down, they limit the damage, don't let other teams come back into ball games or continuing to grow leads. And when your bullpen's working, well, it gives your bats all the confidence in the world to say, hey, we just got to go get a few. It's exactly what they were able to do today, tallying on some extra insurance in that 5th inning that becomes oh so sweet. And we're out to what's going to look like to be a 6-2 victory for the Westerners today.
Well, it'll be 3 straight for the Westerners. For Newport, they've been bouncing back and forth between wins and losses, been playing 500 ball as of late, which is, decent in the grand scheme of things, but when you're trying to stick atop the South Division standings, this game will keep them stuck at 3rd. They had a chance to surpass the Mystic Schooners with a win here today, and now you're at risk of falling behind the Upper Valley Nighthawks, which would push Newport down to the 5 seed overall in the postseason and make them travel in that first round as well as the semifinals and championship if they were to make it that far. Carter, how does Newport go about collecting some wins down the final stretch of the season to just get hot at the right time? Because that's what baseball is all about, really, is being your best as you enter postseason play.
Yeah, that's a great question, Harry. I think it's just going back to what you know. This is the same Gulls team that has gone on a 9-game win streak. So all the tools are there. It's just a matter of if you can wield them the correct way. And right now it seems like Newport's just lost their grip on it. But I think, this game might serve as a little wake-up call going forward.
Well, me and Carter are a little wet already. We took a little lap across the outfield to embrace the elements with all the players out there. But we'll hop back to the break on NECBL Plus and give you any updates as we move through this weather delay on NECBL Plus. CBL broadcast, we've gone final from Newport. The Danbury Westerners walk away with a 6-2 win and move themselves into playoff position down the final stretch of the NECBL season. We thank you so much for joining us here tonight. A shout out to the media team here at the Newport Gulls, Olivia, Veronica, Adelina, Michael, and Tyler, the best in the biz. Thank you for all you guys do. Broadcast operations, Matt Clements, Matt Benestad, Ethan Poole, Joe Dupuis, our director and producer, Sorka Lewis. Shout out Tommy Basile and Mike Basile and Tommy Lima, as always. From up here in the booth alongside Carter Holubesco and Luca Mucciardi. A true pleasure to call tonight's game with you guys. Get home safely. Luca, back to Danbury and your home in Queens. That does it. From Newport, Rhode Island, the Danbury Westerners walk away with a 6-2 win. Have a good night, everybody.